You see I'm getting close, I accelerate, going faster than fast, hit the gas, lose control, I won't crash, rolling high, put your money on the dash, throw the dice, lose control, I won't crash, rolling low, I won't crash, when you slow, I won't crash, rolling, take, you running on the road, so get out the way, push the pedal to the floor, going all the way, yeah, you see I'm getting close, I accelerate, going faster than fast, hit the gas.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday morning. Welcome to the Betting News Network. This is the W. Excited to have you guys here. That's my dog, Flo. My name's SPJ. Excited to have you guys to kick off your Sunday. And this guy is in the best mood as possible right now because the Knicks are 1 win away, big dog. 1 win away from the NBA Finals. Flo, happy Sunday. How you doing?
I'm feeling fantastic, man. I mean, you're talking about over 25 years since the 7th grade, man. Like, just being one game from the NBA Finals. And the fact that, like, it was a cruise control game. There was, like, 1 minute where the Cavs were in it to cut it to, like, 6-8, and then the Knicks put their foot right back on the gas. But it's magical, man. I can't believe it. Memorial Day with a chance to go to the NBA Finals is tremendous.
Yeah, happy Memorial Day weekend to all you guys out there. And obviously, your team gets a chance on Memorial Day to punch their ticket to possibly lift Larry O'Brien. We will have the All Sauce team directly after us. We'll get saucy with you guys to talk about Game 4 in the NBA tonight between the Spurs and the Thunder. We'll see if the Spurs can even up the series right there. But yeah, dude, your Knicks, man. I said it on our show yesterday. I'm really glad I bet the Knicks team total. I was really leaning heavily with taking the Knicks plus the points. Thought it was crazy that the Cavs were +2.5 or -2.5 based on what we've seen from that team in this series. And yeah, it ended up being free queso for your Knicks. So as we have resident Knick haters on this channel, but I am not one. So
I bet you do. They're everywhere. They're everywhere.
We got plenty. I'm not I don't love your team specifically, but the Cavs have been absolute bozos. So I think it's the Knicks time, and then you're going to find out, as you said. And I mean, you said this on the timeline. We didn't really talk about it here, but if you guys handle business tomorrow, even if it goes back to New York for Game 5, it's looking like if the Spurs can win tonight, it's looking like this series, regardless of if it ends up going 7, is going to go 5 to 6 games maybe. They're dropping like flies in that series, and the Knicks maybe get to sweep it up and then just sit back and relax and wait and see who they have to play in the finals, which a lot of people about 2 weeks ago thought that the Western Conference was going to buzzsaw everybody.
Yeah, no, it's pretty insane because it's I believe the number is if they win on Monday, once again, it's going to be 9 more days off. So for a guy like OG Anunoby who looked tremendous yesterday, but that was the first time I actually saw him let it go a little bit with the hamstring. I felt like he was a little bit measured in games 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And then you just talk about this Spurs OKC just bludgeoning of 2 tough competitors. I expect the Spurs to bounce back. I think they may win tonight. World's biggest Spurs fan here. Let it go 6 or 7. I think that for the Knicks, OKC would be the much different, more difficult opponent. But the Spurs, I think they match up very well. I think that's the series they actually probably could win. They won 2 of 3 this year versus them, beat them in the Cup. Lost down to the wire in San Antonio and blew them out on Christmas Day. So, yeah, it's exciting. What a world! Just what a world! Can't believe this life I'm in.
Hey man, it's great because I know you're a diehard, and when your team, I just got to watch my Arsenal Gunners lift the trophy for the first time in 22 years. So I'm kind of rooting for you, man, at this point.
I appreciate it.
I have no dog in the hunt on the Western Conference side, so I'll honorarily hope that your Knicks can. I hope your Knicks obviously handle business either tomorrow or in Game 5. I don't want this to get.
Yeah.
I don't want you to have to sweat anymore. You know what I'm saying? I think it's time to turn the page into the finals. But
yeah, we're ready to talk W. But just to let you know, I'm already on that Knicks money line for Monday. I saw the Cavs walking back to the locker room. I'm like, what is the money line for Monday,
bro? It's 2.5 again. Which to me, again, we'll talk about it more tomorrow, but sheesh, I can't believe the Cavs are -2.5 again based on what we saw in Game 3. So, I can't blame you. I'll probably be on the team total again for the Knicks if it's at 106.5, 7.5, whatever it was. But we'll talk about later. Do you got any thoughts before we get into the dub? Because obviously we got a full another hour of NBA basketball after us. You got any thoughts on this Spurs Thunder game tonight?
Yeah, there's a bunch of looks that I really like in this game. The 2 that stuck out, I had to pick one. One for each side for the Spurs. Wemby immediately after game 3 talked about the fact that he could be a better teammate. So his assist is sitting, I want to say, at plus money for 4. He had 6, I want to say, in game 1. That's something that I'm really looking at because, like, with this Spurs team, it looks like they have to get like more players involved. Like, it feels like a spot where Julian Champagne should really, like, he's had some really good looks, just hasn't converted so far this series. So with the way that they crashed down, the Thunder defense being a catch and shoot defense primarily. So I look for Wemby and some correlation with Julian Champagne. And on the other side, I expect Jalen Williams to be out again. Obviously, AJ Mitchell's down. I went to Cason Wallace's 2 steals at plus. I love Cason Wallace so much. That guy, like, his hands are quick as heck. He's a tremendous defender, so pesky. So the 2 steals at plus money, and I use his 3 and 4 on a long shot with the WNBA stuff that I'll save for later in the program.
Let's go. I am on Cason Wallace too, the PRA, but chat, you'll hear me talk about that a little bit later with the Saucy Lads. I have another play in that game too, but we'll save all that for the hour after. Should be a good game tonight in the NBA, but as I said, we will talk the dub with you guys for the next hour. And yes, Jerry, I'm right, or you are correct. The Knicks are actually 2.5-point favorites. I must have, when I was reading that line last night, maybe the beer got in the way of my eyeballs. I don't know. Well, that plus and the minus kind of flip spots, but yeah, Cavs dogs at home, back against the wall. Definitely don't want to back them. So we'll find out what goes down tomorrow, and we'll talk about it a little bit more with Game 4 a little bit later. But also big day in the dub yesterday. Yes, 3 games, pretty exciting, all 3 of them. The first one got rocking and rolling. Hey man, if Fuchsia Collier not on the link still, we don't know exactly when she's going to return. I think June is kind of the like approximate timeline from the ankles stuff, recovery from the surgery. But I mean, they've looked awesome. Natasha Howard once again turning back the clock. Another crazy 28 point, 14 rebound. I think 4 or 5 assists, double for her. Olivia Miles running the show, obviously. Courtney Williams looking really good. This guy played well. Camila Cardoso looked good there as well, but just didn't quite have the oomph to get over this Lynx team. What'd you see in that game?
Yeah, Natasha Howard, like, such a revelation, just like her activity right around the rim. Also defensively getting a lot of punch on the glass too with the rebounds. Olivia didn't have the greatest shooting days, but I loved how she was in control. Just like her mastery of the offense is like she's truly the leader of this offense. Yeah. And then I really like for the Lynx the fact that they have like McBride or Courtney on the wings. It feels like one of them is going to go off every single game. So this game, you had Courtney, had a great game. And for the Sky, I feel so bad. Like, obviously, Rakia's down for the season, but like Camila Cardoso really coming into her own this year, like being the center of focus down low. Like, they're going to need her to have upwards of 15 plus points. Moving forward, because the Sky defense, the Lynx defense scared me, so I wasn't on the points. So it was 13.5 for the game. I'm looking at Camilla every single game, short of playing like maybe like the Valkyries or a team that collapses the paint, because she's going to have the usage. They're going to look for her every single game. They really have to lean on her. Azurá Stevens is back now, so she'll be integrated into the fold. But yeah, this is a big year for Camilla. I think this is going to be an all-star year for her, personally.
I know you're already on. You've been kind of talking about her MIP ticket. I took her RA yesterday, and I was kicking myself for not taking the PRA. But regardless, Lynx got the job done, sitting at 4-2 to start the season. Next game yesterday, the 2 expansion teams, Tempo taking on the Fire. I was kind of leaning with the Tempo, man. I ended up taking Kiki Rice's rebounds, which is the money machine keeps printing. She's been awesome to start the year, but it didn't matter because the Fire got the job done. I was thinking the Tempo might win that one, but Fire is dogs on the road, won outright by almost 20 points. I like both these teams. I mean, I kind of thought maybe the Fire weren't going to be as competitive this year based on what we saw, but then obviously they beat your Liberty, and then the Tempo. I mean, with Mabry and Sykes, the way they've been hooping, and obviously Rice now too. I like both these squads. Obviously, the Fire got the job done yesterday. What did you see in that game?
Yeah, man, I think that for the Tempo, they just got to get healthy. Like, their front court has just been obliterated with injuries. Bridget Carlton, obviously, like with the 3-ball, having herself a night. And obviously, like Kiki Rice, it's like, I have an Olivia Miles Rookie of the Year ticket. But in the back of my head, I'm like, maybe I want to like hedge this with that 3,000 Kiki Rice, because every time I look up, she has 12 points. It's like she's like a box stat stuffer, like 12 points and 5-6 rebounds and 3-4 dimes, and it's just like, you can just count on it every single day. So I love Kiki. She's tremendous. Like, she can get downhill. She's like so ferocious. Like,
she's gonna be fun to bet this year, like you said. Might be fun to sprinkle on that, because as with the futures market, you never know. Injuries happen. Got girls, they can miss some time, and then it all can change really quickly. Didn't quite matter though for the Tempo, like you mentioned. They do need to get healthy. I wish that they would also, and we're gonna bitch and moan about this every single weekend, but if a woman is starting in the WNBA, and I'm talking to
Mhm.
you, sports books, shout out our sponsors of Like Rebel if you want to get involved. Can we please get lines for them before the game starts? Like,
Yeah.
come on. There's 10 of them. I mean, they're starting. Like, they're going to play. Like, can we please get lines for these ladies? What are we doing?
Yeah.
I was only able to bet Kiki Rice's rebounds, and I wanted to bet her PRA. But, I'm sure that they'll have it now because she had like almost 20 points and 6 boards, and as you mentioned, a few dimes in there as well. But I mean, the piece de resistance, last game of the night, man.
Who saw that coming, huh?
Huh? Sparks.
Yeah, man.
Dropping the aces. Aces have been hot start the season 4-1, but last night the Sparks looked awesome. Kennedy Carter, shout out to Kennedy. I said it on the show yesterday. Her over 15 and a half points for plus money was free cheese. But the Sparks, man. So here's my question to you. 38 points from Kelsey Plum. Been awesome to start the season.
Mm-hmm.
I sprinkled on her MVP ticket at 20-1.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do I think she's probably going to win the MVP? No. I mean, you still got Asia. Caitlin Clark's been really good, and if she stays healthy, she'll be right in the middle of things. But everybody else down the board after that, I mean, Alicia Gray, I don't think she's going to win MVP.
Nope.
I mean, Collier obviously would be in the fold, but I don't think she's going to play enough this year to win MVP. If the Sparks keep playing like this, and if Kelsey Plum keeps dropping 25 to 30 a night like she has been, I don't know. I felt 20-1. I felt it was a nice sprinkle. Obviously, after a 38-point game, it was crazy. But I like the Sparks team, man. I mean, we talked about it last season, kind of going down the fold. Obviously, they kind of had some chops and change in the offseason. But, I mean, you got Cameron Brink coming off that knee injury, coming in and playing some huge minutes off the bench, almost getting double-doubles. Obviously, a block machine. Neck is fitting in nicely with her squad. I know that she's kind of in and out of the lineup a little bit at her age. But Hamby's obviously an all-star player. And if Plum plays like this, they can beat anybody.
Yeah, man, I agree. Like I think that this is a year to go off the board because the MVP historically has been like an award dominated by bigs in the W. But I just think like with Asia, for one, what we're seeing with Kennedy Carter is like ridiculous. Jack Young, I don't know what's wrong. We need to figure this out because you're scoring 0 points and I'm not sure what's happening there. But Kennedy Carter's like filling the void and like she's a bucket. I feel like we're gonna have like voter fatigue with Asia Wilson. Short of her putting up like a replica of what she's done the last couple of years, I think they're gonna go elsewhere. Like I think you're gonna see like one of these Alicia Gray, Caitlin Clark, and maybe even a Kelsey Plum. But to look at the Spark side, I thought this was really big for morale because early season starts, you get an injury to Necker coming into this game. Ariel Atkins missed some games. The Cam Brink, like why isn't she playing as much? It just kind of felt like it had an early start to the season. Like, this could go off the rails. And like, they were supposed to have like this veteran team that was going to make the playoffs and change the narrative and change the mojo. And like, here we are again, and we're losing games. And, so I thought that was a really big win for team morale there. And like, yeah, this is something that could spark the team and like spark them going forward. No pun intended, but like, oh my goodness. Like,
just massive. Crazy, man. And I feel like since she moved on from the Aces and joined the Sparks team, it's kind of been like we've been waiting for these types of performances.
Yeah.
And to start the season, she was obviously shooting. She's shooting. The thing about her is that because she's a guard, you think that like she has to take 20 to 25 shots to get her buckets. But like if you look at the box score, she usually only takes like anywhere from 15 to 18 shots. And most of her stuff, I know she does shoot threes, but most of her stuff is inside. She beats you off the dribble. She gets to the free throw line. Obviously, she's going to knock down some triples as well. But yeah, definitely something to watch. I got Asia Wilson MVP ticket last season at 43-1 when Nafisha Collier was the far and away favorite right before the Aces went on that crazy winning streak. I mean, I'm going to take a stab at Kelsey now. It's probably going to be in the graveyard. I don't think it's going to end up happening necessarily. But hell, I want to get involved right now. And maybe if she keeps hooping like this, I'll get some value and we'll see what happens down the stretch. You mentioned Clark, and I saw you posted something on Clark on the timeline. What's your kind of early season feelings about Cece? I mean, I know they're not playing today. We didn't see them yesterday either, but returning from injury, she obviously missed a couple games already, kind of dealing with some soreness and stuff like that coming back. But when she's been out there, man,
oh my goodness,
it's a reminder of just how incredible she is, right?
Yeah. I like, everyone always calls her Steph Curry, and I always hate that because like she reminds me of like so many players who aren't Steph Curry. Like right now she's doing like this Isaiah Thomas, that's Detroit Pistons Isaiah Thomas thing. She's just like so ferocious. Like she's going to the cup. Obviously, she's a bucket. She's 20 a night. She's giving you probably 8+ assists a night. And she's talking smack the whole time. It looks like she's like feeling like back in her body. Like I think like she needs some credit for that because the first couple games you could tell off that groin injury last year. And I think she had like a back injury as well, where she had to leave a couple games early. You could tell like she was still like finding herself, but like Aaliyah Boston looks frightening. Like that duo right there is right now going for like one of the best duos in the league. You may want to say Kennedy and Asia, but like that's behind them, it's probably like Boston and Clark. So I love Clark right now. I think that this is like shaping up to be like an MVP caliber season. I think like the role players, when you have Monique Billings, fits better than Natasha Howard. Lexi Hall's shooting very good from three. I mean, Kelsey Mitchell's a bucket. So yeah, they're loaded, man. I'm really excited. This is going to be a great fever team. I think it's going to be a great season. I think they could go upwards of 30 plus wins. Like it should be a show every night at Gainsbridge. Every night.
This will be good whenever this happens. I'm sure this will. Yeah, I'm sure this
box office.
Yeah. Get your popcorn ready for that one, faux show. All right. Well, that was yesterday. We got 3 games in front of us today that are going to be got some nice matchups. I'll just lay them out for you guys. We're going to play a quick game of Keep 3, Cut 5. Flo did it last week for me, and I've got him in the chamber this week. We'll see what happens there, and then we shall break down what we see in the 3 games today. Dream Mercury is the first one at 3 o'clock Eastern. Then Wings Liberty, 3:30 Eastern, and then to round us out, take us home and tuck us in at 6 o'clock Eastern. The Mystics taking on the Storm. We'll get to each individual game, give you guys our favorite plays. Drop what you guys like in the chat as you guys are rolling in today. Drop a dub if you're enjoying the show for the dub to start off the day. All right, man. Keep 3, Cut 5. Ready to roll?
Yes, sir.
All right, chat. This is how it works. Obviously, we played it last week, but if this is your first time, Flo brought it to the program last week. We're going to do it today. I'm going to name 8 players. He doesn't know which players I'm going to say, and he's got to keep 3, and he's got to cut 5. Today's category, ladies that graduated from the University of Connecticut. UConn graduates.
Love this one.
And there are a lot of goodies.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie to you, brother. I picked all the good ones. So good luck.
Bunch of them playing at the Barclays today.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to talk about a couple of them going toe-to-toe here this afternoon.
Yes, sir.
All right. You ready to roll?
Let's rock.
All right. Number 1, Tina Charles.
Oh.
I know, man.
That's tough because that's right off rip. Okay. I'm going to keep Tina Charles, but for one, on a basic, I'm from Queens. There's no way I'm about to go on this internet and not take my girl from Queens, who's a walking bucket.
You got people coming for you, man.
Yeah, no, I don't need that smoke. It's 2 decades of Tina. Like, it's crazy. Tina retired. I feel like she could come out of retirement right now and like she could come give the Liberty minutes right now. Tina's still a bucket. She was a bucket to the day she retired with the Sun. I love Tina. I'm rocking with Tina. Keep.
Okay, keep. I loved betting Tina on the Sun, even though that team was terrible.
Oh yeah,
that was fun. She
could always like dial it back like every like 4th game and give it like 20 points.
Yeah, for sure. All right, keeping Tina.
Oh my gosh, I already know what's coming now.
I know. Maya Moore.
Yeah. Man, I have to keep Maya Moore. Like I don't want to go like with 6 names to go, but like I'm not gonna pass on Maya Moore. That feels absurd.
Okay, so you're keeping Maya.
That's like one of the GOATs.
Yeah, one of the best.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like her WNBA career wasn't as, I mean, it was great, but it wasn't as impactful and incredible as her UConn career. I mean, she was still incredible, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe. Yeah, I know. I started with a heater. It's like, this is like heaters after, this is Randy Johnson on the bump prime time chat. This is just heaters after heaters. 99
on the black on every one of these names. It's
like, one, baby. One. Next up, Paige Beckers.
It pains me, but I have to say, cut. I love Paige. I love Paige, what she's going to become. She's a future MVP. You know, Paige Beckers, like, I've thought about this in the future. Maybe not now, but in the future, I think I'm just going to bet her every year to win the MVP moving forward until she actually wins the MVP, because she will. She's so dynamic. I'm, like, so impressed by the fact that, like, they have her at point guard, and the fact that, like, there's games where she could easily, like, go for her own shot. I mean, easily, but, like, she sets up her teammates so well. So I'll cut, but, like, I love Paige.
Sure. That makes sense. Okay, next up, Sue Bird.
I'll cut Sue Bird too, only because like I'm anticipating the names to come. That's the only reason.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Azzy Fudd, this was probably an easy one.
Yeah, we'll cut Azzy. Who, by the way, I know we'll get into that game. Her points are like a nice little long shot. You get 10 plus money at 15. Like, yeah.
She's looking like she's settling in. You know.
Oh yeah.
We're getting there. But we will talk about that Wings. We'll talk about Beckers as well, taking on the Liberty today. All right, last 3. You got 1 spot left. Diana Taurasi.
I'll keep Diana Taurasi. I'll keep Taurasi. Yeah, I'll keep Taurasi. I feel like the last 2 names are going to be Breonna Stewart and Nafisa Collier, and I'm going to kick myself, but I'll keep Taurasi.
All right, so you've got Taurasi, Maya Moore, and Tina Charles.
Yeah. Throw out the ball.
Last 2.
Yeah.
Fee, if you should
Yeah.
call her.
Yeah.
Got to
I
cut
love
her.
Fee, but like I love Fee. Like that's my favorite player in the W. She still has to like win a championship. I mean, like as a Liberty fan, full disclosure, the refs gave us that championship. Like multiple questionable calls at the end, great finals, but Fee should be a champion, but like she unfortunately doesn't have one just yet.
Yeah, and injuries.
Yep.
And then Stewie.
Yeah.
Stewart.
Yeah, Stu York. If I wasn't from Queens, I probably would have flip-flopped Stewie and Tina Charles, but like I had to take Tina. That was a fun one.
I
That was a
respect
fun
it.
one.
Yeah, I was thinking about it yesterday. I was like, what are we going to do today? And I was like, oh, I don't know how it popped up in my head. I was like, there are so many GOATs from you. Like, I think UConn is just obviously with REM as like the factory of GOATs. And I was looking at it going, damn, this is going to be a really hard list. So I thought you did pretty good.
Yeah, that was a really good list.
I think the Stewie Charles one would change, but obviously Charles is awesome. And yeah, I mean, you can't cut Maya Moore and Diana Taurasi. Like, you got to leave them. So Chad agrees. You think you did a pretty good job there. And that was fun.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, man. We're actually playing another game on Sauce Team, which is also very fun, but I saved it for those guys. It's called Don't Get Got. It's basically like you have a category of like Pop-Tarts. And I have a Pop-Tart flavor in my head, but you have to say any other flavor except for the one in my head. If you say the one in my head, then you get got. Does it make sense?
Interesting. Yeah.
It's pretty fun. We do it with sports stuff mostly, but
yeah, I got to check this out like afterwards.
Yeah. Just stick around. We'll do it in the beginning of the show. Cool, man. All right. Well, let's get to these games. We got 3 games today. And as you can see, Stewie and company are going head to head with the Wings. But let's start off in Atlanta, man. Dream taking on the Mercury. Mercury been kind of faltering over the last. They started out pretty well, but they've not been great over the last few games. Lost 2 straight, 2-4 to start the season. Dream have been really good, 3-1 to start the season. Winners of they won their last game as well. 169.5 point total, 5.5 point favorites are the Dream. Now I know you and I have both bemoaned this point many times, and I love Ryan Howard and I love Alicia Gray, but betting these 2 ladies is impossible.
It's Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown.
It's impossible.
Flip a coin.
I literally, man, I had Alicia Gray in their last game, her PRA, and I said on the show that I did, I was like, I know Ryan Howard's back and she's going to hoop, and I'm going to be pissed because I took the wrong one. And of course, Ryan Howard hooped. I was pissed because I picked the wrong one. And I don't know what to do with it today. So I have something else that I like in this game, but I'll let you lead us off. What do you like in this one? Do you lean with the Dream to get the job done, or do you think the Mercury can be frisky?
I lean with the Dream to get the job done. Only action I officially have in this game is the first basket. I went with Kalia Copper and I went with AT. I like the matchup with Natasha Mack and Angel Reese at the tip. I put on a long shot because I agree with you. Like, it does feel like a spot for one of those like guards to get busy today. I went with Alicia Gray with the threes. I kind of like to look at the threes like the stock market. Like, she always like has these peaks, and then like she has a couple games where it tails off, and then the value's right back. So I want to say like the 3 is plus 148 and the 4 is like around 400-ish. So I did on a lay, which I'll tell you the whole lay towards the end, but because I don't want to spoil the other games. But like I used her 3 and 4 threes. The Mercury are bottom 3 and 3-pointers allowed. I think like the gravity of Ryan Howard, and also the fact that like I was really impressed last game by Ryan Howard's passing ability against the Dallas Wings. I want to say she finished with 8 assists, but like I looked at her assist as well. Yeah. But my only thing with Ryan Howard is like I've played this game before. You take her assist and she's chucking everything, and she's 10 of 15 from the field. And like, you big goof, why'd you take it up past the ball? She puts it in the cup.
They are literally Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum is a good comp for them because it is. I mean, both great players. If you're betting the Dream, you're not mad about it. And you know, obviously, Angel Reese is still fitting into that team. But yeah, it's so frustrating trying to pick and choose props for these ladies because I looked at Ryan's assist as well. She's had good facilitating games, but the thing is Alicia Gray has also had good facilitating games against the Mercury, but that was last season, different team, and she hasn't really been facilitating that much to start the season because Jordan Canada's been dishing it, and Jordan Canada's been playing really well too. Her props were something that interests me. I didn't end up taking it, but just all 3 guards on this team are just tough to cap. Like, they're great. They're going to be good together, and they're going to have good games, but you can't really pinpoint how you want to take them and how you want to bet them. So that's why it's tough for me to kind of lock in. I went to the other side. And this is the only play I have in this game. I like your first basket one. I went back to my GOAT, my early season GOAT. Give me Nogic. I took her threes. You can take her points if you would like to. It's 11.5. Let me triple check that. 12.5 for plus money. I mean, if she's not hitting 3 threes, she's not hitting her points line. So I took the 3+ 3-pointers for Nogic over, which is hitting 2 of the last 3 games. Her volume's there. She's probably going to take anywhere from 5 to 8 of them. And again, if she's not hitting 3+ threes, then she's not hitting her points line. So I got plus money on that. You can find plus 140-ish depending on where you're shopping. I got plus 115 before the show started. Is that what I got? But now plus 110. You can get a little better value than I did if you'd like to. You can take the points too if you don't want to. She can get to the free throw line. She can obviously drive to the cup. But I'm surprised that this line's still sub 15 for her points. I know that she's obviously kind of if she doesn't hit her threes, she ain't scoring type of vibe.
Yeah.
But like, she's going to play 25 minutes, and they need her offense really badly right now.
Yeah.
And if Copper's not hitting, I mean, AT is AT, but like AT is not a consistent 25 to 30 point scorer. She has been kind of to start the season, but that's not a recipe for the Mercury winning a lot of games. I don't think they're better when she's averaging, anywhere from 17 to 20 in a triple double. That's how they're a better basketball team, which has not really been the case to start the season. So I took Nogic. I like her threes. I like the ladder too. Take it to 4 for plus 200 if you want to get spicy with it. But I think she has a chance. I want to ask you about AT though.
Yeah.
What do you think? Because she hasn't really been as. I mean, again, her AR is something that I have bet since I started watching and betting the W. Not really been cooking so far this season though. Do you think it has to do with just them settling into some of their new players, not having as much offense? Like, what's your thoughts on AT and like just as this team as a whole? I guess.
Yeah, it's really interesting because like her assists are sitting at 8. I think it like got juiced down to like minus 160, but like that's criminal. Like you think back to just a year ago.
Yeah.
I think I think they got to get some players back. Obviously, they lost Satu in the offseason, but like I think like getting a Cole Makani in there will help with like shot making. Tawana Bonner has been in a slump. Natasha Mack is a very good defensive big, but she's not really out there to give you offense. So, and to your point with your official play, like you look at it, you look up like, who's AT looking for when she's on the fast break and at her best? Like that's the AT I always like admiring, like watching play basketball, where she has like all these ancillary weapons at her disposal. She can go to the cup. She could like be a bowling ball downhill. So yeah, it's early in the season. I think that you're going to see the Mercury figure it out. But like right now, it just feels like the shot making isn't there. I've looked at Tawana Bonner's threes. I haven't officially taken it yet, but the looks are there. But she's been in a shooting slump for like the last 3-4 games. So you can't really go there.
Yeah, her rebounds is interesting too. 5.5.
Yeah.
I mean, she hasn't hit it in a couple shows, but she's a couple games, but been cooking on the glass to start the season, even though she hasn't gotten over the line the last few times. Her threes is interesting. I hadn't even looked at that. Yeah, she hasn't the volume's been there.
I infamously call it on the timeline. I call it the Tawana Bonner roller coaster. It's like, hey, you want to go on it? Because the value is tremendous. Like she'll have a game when she goes 4 for 5, 4 for 4, and the 4 will be like plus 1,000. But then she'll also go 0 for 6 on 6 open threes. So your choice.
Yeah, choose dealer's choice. Okay. Anything else? Any Angel Reese love? I mean, she burned us last week on the parlay because she didn't decide she wanted to me bound that day.
Yeah, like what I've noticed with this dream team, it's early on, and I'm still like in data collection mode. So Angel Reese a lot of times gets like the me bounds, the offensive rebounds. It feels like today is one of those days where like Ryan Howard or Alicia Gray's grabbing 6, maybe 8 rebounds. I feel like Ryan Howard's in the spot to grab the 6 rebounds. Because with this dream team, they don't have Breonna Jones right now, so they really rely upon like those wings to kind of crash down and get the rebounds. I think that's Ryan in this spot. I didn't have enough conviction to either take it as a straight or put it on a lay. But like I would look for like Ryan Howard's rebounds in this spot. I thought about going to the RA, but it was like one of those days where like I like the play that I like, and I don't want to force something else just to have another play. And I already have an NBA, so I want to keep the kind of the exposure down a little bit today.
I get it. And again, you'll bet Ryan Howard and feel good about it. And then Alicia Gray will have almost.
Oh, yeah. Alicia Gray, 26 points and 8 rebounds and 5 threes and, dream win.
Exactly. Yeah. Her PRA, Alicia Gray, is 27.5. It didn't hit for me last game after it cooked for 4 games in a row. So, chat, you know what that means. She probably is going to get out and hoop today because I'm not going to bet it. But she's also had good games against the Mercury, as in Gray has. Didn't hit her PRA in their last matchup last season, but 30 and 41 PRA in back-to-back games before that. So,
yeah.
All right, before we move on, do you think the Dream win this game at home?
I'll say yes, but the Dream scare me because I love the Dream as a team, but every time I love them, they don't love me back, but I'll say yes.
I kind of like the Mercury in the points, though. I think the Dream probably win, but I think the 5.5 for the Mercury feels comfortable. But don't have strong enough conviction either way.
Thanks.
Okay, game of the day. Let's go to that one, and then we'll close
Yeah,
it out with the Storm taking on the Mystics on the West Coast. Your Liberty at home in the Barclays Center, hosting the Dallas Wings. Paige Beckers and company coming to town. The Battle of the Cons, Battle of the Yukon Huskies. Brianna Stewart, not Ionescu, obviously is not a Husky, but she's also returning to the lineup. Is she officially back today?
Yeah, she's back.
Okay. Ionescu back in the lineup. Satu had her first game the other day. She is back in the lineup as well. So full complement of Liberty players out there today. We get the full lineup, get the full experience today for the Liberty. The Wings, obviously, Beckers and co. coming to town. Been good to start the season. Jessica Shepard has been a revelation. I was so pissed I didn't take her triple-double that day, man. I've been chasing it to start the season. Her RA has been one of my favorite bets so far. Obviously got a TD, but she's been good for this team coming in as well. And obviously Fudd, like you mentioned, is starting to figure it out as well. 6.5-point favorite to the Liberty. Big total, 179.5. No shock the Wings aren't really good defensively, and Liberty can put up a bunch of points too. The Liberty have also been kind of struggling defensively in stretches as well.
Yeah.
I'll let you go first. What do you like in this game? I found a lot I liked in this one. I only bet one thing, but there's a bunch of things that kind of piqued my interest. What do you like in here?
Likewise, my friend. I bet one thing, and I have like 5 leans, and it's taking everything in me not to make an SGP of this whole thing. Let me start at the top. The box office Broadway show is finally on the floor. Satu won't play full minutes. She's the second game back. And Sabrina won't play full minutes. First game back. But I think the team total for the Liberty is 91.5. Because it's going to be a show in Brooklyn all summer long, and it's the New York Liberty. They're going to give it to you. So my favorite play for this game, I gave out Jonquel Jones 11.5 points. It's also moved a little bit, so I would take the 12.5 at plus money. This Wings defense offers zero resistance at the restricted area in the paint. The Liberty early on this season are kind of like struggling to find like who they want to be. Like they run this 5 out and they get trigger happy from 3, and they have games like last game where they're like, hey, maybe we should attack the rim and not be down 20 points to the Valkyries. That'd be nice. But this is a matchup where, like, the Liberty have so many mouths to feed, but I think, like, Jonquel's a clear one where, like, a line that low, a player that good. Granted, you're projecting a little bit because last game Satu played 16 minutes, so you expect her to go up to 20-21, and you're also integrating Sabrina Ionescu into the fold. She'll probably play, like, 18 to 22 minutes. But Jonquel, like, has been over this, I want to say, 3 of the last 4. It's a pain. You know, the Wings, there's a whole topic we could maybe discuss, but, like, you have $1 million front court and they can't stop anyone at the rim. Everyone's covering their line. Angel Reese went over easily last game. Could have had more if Ryan wasn't exploding on the perimeter. But Jonquel should bully down low. Jess Shepard has the height, but doesn't have really the girth or the strength to keep her off the block. And also, like, Jonquel could get busy from deep. So that's my favorite. But if you want to talk leans, I mean, I don't want to go on a rant, but Paige Beckers in New York City, you're going to have an entire UConn, convoy down at Barclays. I love AZ Fudd. She should have a really good game. The assist for Sabrina, I didn't know how many minutes, so I can't really go there. And obviously Satu Sabli against the Dallas Wings. I'll never forget that Satu returned to Dallas last year, Phoenix and Dallas, and starts the press conference, and the reporter asked the question, and the response had nothing to do with the question. She said, it's pretty crazy how those fans booed me, then answered the question. And the points are 10. So I'm like, man, I'm really not about to take Satu to score 10 points in 20 minutes.
I mean,
yeah, rant's over.
Oh, no, keep going. Satu and Sabrina's lines are both incredibly enticing. Yeah. But as you mentioned, who knows how much they're going to play. But if you want to take a stab for the vibes, I can't fault you. Satu with the narrative, Sabrina's back. And they both are getting a chance to play, as you mentioned, Paige. And, I went straight for it. I'm taking Paige.
Yeah.
Give me the PRA. She's had great games against the Liberty last season. Last time she played in New York in the Barclays, she had a 21.8 rebound, 4 assist performance. She hasn't really been as she's been good to start the season. Three of her last 4, she's hit this PRA line. Had a bad game last game, but they got waxed by the Dream. So she ended up only playing like 20. She still played 30 minutes, but they were getting pumped. I feel like you mentioned, big time player. There's a big time spot in the Barclays Center. There's gonna be a lot of people there. She's probably gonna have some UConn faithful there. I bet you, if I had to wager, and I don't know the answer to this, but I bet you that Gino Auriemma is probably gonna be there.
Good call. Very good call.
On a Sunday, Memorial Day weekend, all of his homies playing against each other.
Yeah.
I would be shocked if they pan to the audience and Gina's out there. Yeah, so I went to Becker's, a little shocky, but like you mentioned, I think she shows up and she hoops today. I love the Jonquel Jones shout. Her threes. Did you look at her threes? I know you like betting
Yeah.
Jonquel's threes.
Yeah.
2+ for plus money, man. She's
Yeah,
hit that
it's
in
always
3
tough to
straight
turn
games
down.
against the Wings. I know.
You know, this, to your point, this is officially the always take Paige in a big city. If she goes off again today, because if you remember last year, she went off in LA. And I remember thinking, like, man, Paige just feels like a box office player. Like, whenever she's in a big city, take her every time and just live with the results.
I'm not going to doubt it. Again, she also has good success against this Liberty team previously. That's why I think Sabrina and Satu's lines might be also a little more enticing as well, because even though they're on a minutes restriction, obviously they're going to be out there with, and they don't want this second-year player to take their thunder. And again, I mean, we didn't talk about Stewie, but I wouldn't be shocked if Stewie had a big game too. She's been great to start the season. You got all the mouths back to feed, like you mentioned, but like Stewie's been kind of the ship rider so far to start the year. I'm not getting any lines that I'm seeing right now on our dog Marina Johannes, which is annoying because she's probably going to cook too. And I'm not seeing anything bettable for her right now, which makes sense because we don't know how many minutes Sabrina's going to play, I guess. But like, I still think Johannes is going to still have, anywhere from 10 to 12 points. She's probably going to play full minutes, and we'll see how she can produce. I like Shepard a lot as well. Like I said, to start off, her PRA looks great, 24.5. Didn't hit last game. But like I said, the Dream were kind of giving him the business. She hasn't really had fantastic games against the Liberty in her career, but I mean, it was with Minnesota, completely different team. She's playing a completely new role. She did have double-double. She did have a double-double against them earlier against the Liberty last year when she was on the link. She's been really consistently getting double-doubles to start the season. Her double-double price is still sitting at plus 220. And she's had double-doubles in 3 straight games. Now, the points is always the sketchy part. But, I mean, I wouldn't doubt you. I like the RA a lot, 14.5. But I think the PRA makes sense. She's going to have to score if you think the Wings are going to stick around in this game as well. So, yeah, I liked a lot in this one. High total. Yeah. It's going to be a fun one on Broadway.
Yeah, man. Just speaking out the Page one, like I think a big one also is Benijah Lady Hamilton is out today for the Liberty. So on-ball defense, like who's checking Page? My only things, like I love that you went PRA because like I wanted to go just straight points, but like the volume isn't there a lot of nights because the Liberty are a bottom 5 team to mid-range jump shots. And Paige should be able to get to whatever spot on the floor she wants to get to. So the game stays close. It comes down to the wire. Like big reason is going to be Paige. AZ Fudd is like something I got to point out that like, like she's getting more usage. She's more confident in the shot. And it clearly like from kind of gathered from this coaching staff, it's like, you know what? If she's cooking, we'll leave her in. We'll let her close. If she's having a meh game, she'll be at 21, 22 minutes. She'll take like 7, 8 shots. I just always have like that 1-to-1 theory, man. If your line is 8.5 and I know you're going to take 8 shots, 1-to-1, hard to turn down.
9, 6, 9, and 7 shots in her last 4 games. So the volume, as you mentioned, is there, and her line is sitting at 8.5. Man, I want to bet Satu so bad now.
I mean, it's
brother.
Sometimes like it feels like the most obvious ones. Like you watch the game and she has 6 in the first quarter. Like why didn't you just take Satu Sabally?
What is her first quarter points line? Can you bet that? No, you can't.
No, they don't have it. I also wanted to see if they had like a Satu 3 points every quarter on FanDuel. I love those because like if she just splashes a 3 in the first quarter, it's like all right, cool, like
bang, yeah. I mean, her points line, as you mentioned, is 9.5. Yeah, I mean, Satu Sabally could fall out of bed and get 10 points. She had 5 in her first game back against the Valkyries, only playing 16 minutes, but it's kind of a bad example because the Valkyries are maybe the best defensive team in the entire league, and she only played 16 minutes. Liberty also got smoked by the Valkyries.
Yeah.
The Valkyries.
Holy crap, the Valkyries are good.
I know, man. The PRA as well for Satu is 18.5.
Her rebounds are very enticing. I want to say it's like 5+ money for the rebounds.
4.5 plus 116. Yeah.
Yeah. This game's so SGPable, it's sickening.
I'm going to take Satu's points at 9.5 because it's probably a donation, but I feel pretty good about it. So I'm into it. And yes, fam, I see you. London is red. Let's go, baby. My Gunners just won the Premier League, so I'm very happy about it. And so is fam. Let's go. Anything else in this game?
No, like I saw some people in the chat were asking, do I think the Wings could keep it close? I do think they could keep it close. I'm not really a spread guy, but I do expect a really good game today. big spot for the Wings also, kind of find themselves a little bit here. They got a tough loss in Atlanta. Paige left, I want to say, around the third quarter, missed a good chunk of that game, but they were competing right there with the Dream.
It's also hello, Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins, thank you for stopping by. Hello. I like the Wings. I like the dog again. I wonder if we get some dogs today. Maybe not winning this game, but if Paige plays like she has a big game, who knows?
Yeah.
So we shall see. I'll take a nickel. I'll take a nickel, no Gino. Okay, fair enough.
Oh, okay.
I'll take that wager. Fair enough. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna literally be watching for that moment.
Yeah.
See what happens. All right, dude. Let's move on. Last game, and then we shall cook the parlay at the end of the show. Drop a dub if you're enjoying the dub. Don't go anywhere after us. We will have another hour live with you guys for the Saucy Sundays, the All Sauce team. Chef will be popping by. I'll be with the lads of V and Sook, giving you guys the moves. Our dog Fam will also stop by to give you the moves on the Formula One track today as we have the Canadian Grand Prix, and then we'll spend most of the show talking about Game 4 tonight in San Antonio. All right, dude. Last game.
Yeah.
Storm taking on the Mystics. 4.5-point dogs are the Storm at home. Really weird team to start the season. Obviously in a huge rebuild mode. They have moments where they look all right, and then they have moments where they look like they don't even know what a basketball is.
Yeah.
Mystics have been good. Sometimes look a little bit meh. Winners of 2 of their last 4, obviously, to start the season. 4.5-point favorites here. 158.5-point total. Lower total. I'll give the Storm their credit. They are good defensively. They don't allow a bunch of points. The Mystics have been great, as I said, in certain stretches. What do you like in this game? I found something that I like a lot, and I want to pick your brain about a couple things. But do you have anything locked in for this one?
Yeah, like the same way that the Dream are like flip a coin on these guards, it feels like the Washington Monuments or flip a coin on these forwards. And the one I landed on today was Kiki Iriafen and the double-double, because it just feels like this is the get-right spot after everything went awful in Dallas. I mean, there's no Dom Malonga in this spot. It's a front court with Stephanie Dolson, who's an older vet, and Mackenzie Holmes. It just really feels that like Kiki could just out active. Like, you have a very low total. It's under 160. I want to say it's like 158.5, I want to say. So this is a game that's going to be like gritty, slow, rebounds. Just Kiki's activity, I just think is just going to be too much for the Storm. So it's not like really like a big, because like I like Shakira Austin's points because I think that she could have a very good game. The paint's vulnerable there. But I just lean towards Kiki because, man, her hair's on fire when she gets going, man. And she's unstoppable on the floor. So I love the start she's had to the season. And, see, I'm guessing you're on the double-double too?
No, I typed this up for you.
Nice. Appreciate it. Yeah, but I love Kiki's double-double today.
I love it. I can't bet double-doubles where I'm at right now, unfortunately. But I do. The value is there. You can get a playable price. If you can take it, feel free to do so with Kiki. And I had the exact same conversation with myself when I was live in this game. And I mean, por qué lo nos dos? They both can go off. Because I hope they do, because I'm on Shakira. So I went with Shakira Austin over 8.5 boards. And the reason why, dude, is purely because it's 2 rebounds lower than Kiki's. And I got plus money for it. She was really good starting the season to rebound. Didn't quite get over the line last game. But as you mentioned, that game just got kind of away from them. And she wasn't really playing as much points. But she's had great games against the Storm in her career scoring. So if you want to take the PRA, feel free to do so with Shakira. But I like both these ladies in this matchup. The Storm, as I mentioned, great defensively. Top 3 in field goal efficiency allowed. Top 3 in points allowed as well in the WNBA. But they are dead last in the NBA in rebounds allowed. Offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds. They are getting destroyed down low. Yeah. And oh boy, are they going to deal with 2 of the best in the biz right now. 3rd in rebounds. And I looked, and this is the other one. Now I'm probably going to be kicking myself because I love Kiki double-double. I love Shakira. But you know the first person's rebounds in line that I looked at?
Sonia,
baby.
Oh, man. I looked at her too. It's like at 4.
Yeah, 3.5. Come on, man. I'm going to be kicking. She's going to have like 8 rebounds or something, and I'm going to be kicking myself.
This is one of those just throw the 0.1 sprinkle and like if it loses, it loses. Because I woke up today, I looked at it, I got the coffee, got my Harry Potter mug, my favorite mug. Hey, man, why not just throw a dollar on Sonia 6 rebounds, Ryan Howard 8 rebounds? You're thinking it. I'm probably doing that when I get off of here. It's worth.
You must.
Yeah.
You must, dude. Because every time we do this on the show all the time, you'll say stuff, you'll think about it, and then like you don't.
That could never happen.
Yeah, and someone on chat will do it, and then you'll not do it, and you'll get pissed. They'll post the green ticket later.
It's like, hey man, great show. I just want to let you know you changed my life. I'm like, thanks, man.
Thanks, bro.
Hey man, enjoy your Memorial Day, man.
Yeah, have a good Memorial Day. But no, dude. I mean, again, the rebounds 3.5 is the line, like you mentioned. She only had 1 in their last game, but 5 and 6 games before that, and she's had great rebounding games against the Storm. 6, she had a double against them last year with 10. This was a different Storm team last year, though, so you got to make it. I like the 4+ though. I like it. Maybe that we put that in our parlay, so we're not both overly
good call
on Kiki and Shakira, so we can cash both of those, and because I think they can all hit their rebounding line.
Yeah.
If there are, if the defense is sound, anything on the Seattle side that piqued your interest. I mean, I feel like Flo J is getting some love in the chat.
Yeah.
She's like kind of the only thing that I feel like is even worth touching on this side. And do you find anything else that you liked?
I mean, there's nothing I really loved on this spot. I do, I'm a very simple man. If I see you grab 6 rebounds almost every single game, I'm like, okay, that's what she does. But she's a tremendous rebounder. The one I wanted to get there on, but I couldn't find the data because I want to say the Mystics are bottom 3 and 3-pointers allowed.
Mm-hmm.
Like Flaugier will just like hit 3-pointers because she feels like it, and the 2 are plus money. The thing is, it's impossible for me right now to project the volume. Like, am I taking 2? She's taking 5. It's like I don't really know. So I stayed away, but I stayed right at her 3s and rebounds, and I couldn't get there, but I thought about it.
I like the PR 19.5. S-Chat saying Shiesty B. What's up? They've been playing with her minutes. 31 last game.
Yeah, she had the one game where she didn't even play much. Yeah,
she had the 15 minutes against the Connecticut Sun, and then follows up that performance against the Sun with 31 minutes, 17 and 7. I mean, the thing about it is, though, who else are they going to trot out there down low? I mean, they don't have Malonga, still in concussion protocol.
Mackenzie Holmes and Dawson, and if I can catch a direct flight, I could give him a couple minutes.
I was about to say, bro, you can throw a wig on and you can get out there if you're feeling frisky. No, Ezzy still too. Like, they are struggling down low. I mean, Awa Pham is also a game time decision. I don't know who Awa Pham is.
4th overall pick of the draft.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking at her name going, huh? And I was like, okay. She's also GTD. She's probably not going to play. So, I mean, who else is going to play?
Katie,
they're back. Okay. Pham is back.
Okay.
It says GTD right now, but maybe they have inside. Are you an insider? Do you have inside info? Return to competition.
It's interesting because the aesthetic for these games, because if you look at it, because like Dawson, not really a low post threat. So like to the Sonya point, it lends itself to like long rebounds out to the guard, rebounds on the perimeter.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like what jumped to my mind in this one is just like Sonya's there. I'm gonna take this to game time. I want to see, like, it's her first game, so she's probably not gonna get a lot of tick, and it's a tough matchup with the Washington Monuments, but always an interesting one.
Mm-hmm. As much as the insiders, yeah, okay. Underdog NBA officially reported it.
Okay,
thanks, Trustin J. Oh, you're trusting in J. Let's go. Cool. I like the Mystics to bounce back here. I don't know if they covered this 4.5, but I like the Mystics to bounce back. I think they win. But I mean, I don't know, man. It's kind of a funky line. I would think that this would be more like a 5.5, 6.5 point spread, maybe. But maybe with just that loss to the Stars, like you mentioned, or not the Stars, the Wings, like you mentioned, then maybe they're thinking a little bit more about this Mystic squad. But the other reason why I liked your Kiki point, just to go back to that, Kiki is from LA.
Yeah.
So anytime she gets to play on the West Coast, she's probably going to maybe have some fam in the building.
Good call.
In Seattle, doesn't get a lot of opportunity now that she's living on the West Coast. I used to love taking her points and rebounds line against the Sparks because obviously in LA. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting game. Not as like it could be really fun, but it also could just turn into a total slog fest.
Yeah, this is also a lean, not an official play, so I'll put this out there because I need to see the starting lineups. First basket, give me both the bigs. I just have to see the starting lineups because if it's Dawson at the tip, like they run these like because if you do first baskets, like certain teams run certain plays, so they run first baskets with like the Mystics. It's like, okay, Kiki, you shoot it this time. Now it's like, Shakira, you shoot it this time, and it finally hit me because I usually like to go like wing or guard with a big. Whoever's going to pass in the ball, whoever has the ball. So then I was like, why don't you just take both the bigs? Like, they're both menacing.
Makes it.
So
There you go.
depending on lineups, I'm probably going to take both of them on our first basket.
I like that. All right. Well, there you go. There's the 3 games today in the dub. We kind of covered, pretty much turned over every single stone. There's definitely some bench players that I'd love to bet, and you and I would love to bet, and we're never going to get lines for them. So,
yeah.
I mean, it'd be great to talk about them, but they ain't. We're not going to get lines. Real quick before we cook, because we got about 9 minutes till we pass it off to the Sauce team. What's your take? I saw you posted something about the coach for the Sun. What's your take?
Goodness. How much time do you have?
Well, we got a solid 5 we can fill.
Yeah.
What the hell is this guy doing?
I've said, first off, for betting purposes, you can't touch the Sun for the rest of the season. But just out of common sense, this is a guy who routinely, since last season, has just like gambled with his players' minutes. Like Anissa Morrow isn't playing. Now, granted, I do think like the game, like I was on her rebounds and it was frustrating. She started to play 6 minutes and she had like a couple terrible turnovers early on. So I'm like, I can see why you get benched. But to just flat out like not play, and there's something not right there because like after the game, they won the game in thrilling fashion. And she went to the huddle and she did the whole like, yeah, we won. I'm happy, my teammates. But like you could tell she wasn't all there. Quickly out of the locker room after the game. Rashid Mezion has done this. He's a joker. He's done this last year. Last year, Leia Lacan, she would start the game, now start the second half. Look at the rotations in the box scores a lot of these games. Who goes 10 and 11 deep? You're the Connecticut Sun. It's not like you're the Las Vegas Aces here with like, we have a wealth and a bevy of players. There's too many players. No, like whittle down the rotation. And I also hate it because like a player like Aaliyah Edwards who's working her way back, more minutes developed. Diamond Miller, more minutes developed. Anissa Morrow, like how is it Anissa Morrow not a consistent no matter what, 24, 25 minutes every single game? I don't get the game plan. I don't get the system. I also don't get the shot distribution a lot of times. Because a lot of times he'll just like, hey, like you get to take 5 shots and then you won't touch it for the rest of the game. And we won't diagram a play for you. And then you may sit the next game after you only play 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm over Rashid Mezion. They got to get him out of there. I'm over.
Well, I mean, it seems like as who said maybe he's just trying to, don't want to move to Houston.
He's doing an excellent job. He's doing an excellent job.
Really, you don't want to move to Texas, which whatever. It's just so weird to see players, especially that flash with talent, like you said, with Lacan, with Morrow, with some of those other young pieces that they have. Like, and as you mentioned, like, what is this team going to do? They're not going to compete for a championship. You just have to start developing these players so they can actually turn into something, or find out if you don't want to turn them into something so you can move on from them. So it's just, and as you mentioned,
like he'll bury a player like Sanaya Rivers, who clearly has like a lot of talent but is raw. And then like I can only imagine like, okay, so if I'm Sanaya Rivers, I have a good game. The next game I play, maybe I struggle a little bit. Like, what does that do for my confidence? Like, give me the rope where like if I start 0 for 6, like, hey, go take 5 more. But
well, and Sanaya is not a. She needs to be out there. She's an energizer bunny. She needs to be on the court affecting play, and that not have in the back of her head like, oh, I need to worry about getting benched or getting yanked, because like then it fucks with how you're playing. If it messes up with your mental on how you're trying to attack, especially players like that are more, I don't want to say she's more defensively minded, but like that are focused more on making an impact like that,
Yeah.
And I mean, so I wanted to ask you this earlier about the Aces, because we kind of moved past that because they're not playing today. If Kennedy Carter keeps playing like this, I mean, Jackie Young is Jackie Young, and she has struggled to start the season, like you said. Even with the RA, she pissed me off last game because she just didn't do anything. But I mean, they have a weird situation. Obviously, Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, Jewel Lloyd, and Kennedy Carter. I mean, that's 4 starting premier level guards in the WNBA. And it seems like that the rotations that they're trying to work out with Kennedy playing like this, it's just hard to sit her down. Like, she's scoring so consistently.
Yeah.
But like, what is that going to mean for Jewel Lloyd and Jackie Young? Do you think that maybe we get to the point where Jewel Lloyd maybe gets shopped at some point? Because like, I just don't think it ever really worked out with Jewel Lloyd on this team. Yeah, they won a championship last year, but like, it just never really seemed like it came to fruition with what they wanted in this backcourt or the front court rotation with Lloyd and Young and Gray.
Yeah, I think that's a really good observation. Like with Lloyd, it feels like she's just like kind of like over the hill a little bit. Like last year, like she kind of started the season in the starting lineup and it was like, oh, gold mom, but instant offense. Then she like settled into like maybe like Jordan Clarkson did on the Knicks. Like, okay, I'll be a spot up shooter and I'll do like the dirty work and grab rebounds. I think that like eventually, like as you get into like the title window in the playoffs, we have a long way to go. Like they're gonna have to cut down some minutes, and Kennedy's not losing her minutes. I think you'll see like Jewel Lloyd, like she'll still play, but like I would cut some minutes off of Jewel Lloyd, to be honest. And like I understand like why they start Stephanie Talbot. She's there for like certain matchups. She's there for like exclusively defense. And like when they need offense, they'll pull Yanker from the floor and they'll go small. But yeah, it's like it sometimes I feel like you could have too many players. It feels like the Aces have too many players, but like that's a good problem to have early in the season. But eventually they're gonna have to, whittle down the logjam, I feel like.
It's the thunder of the dub at this point.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is an interesting point too. Maybe they shouldn't have moved on from Plum. I don't think that would have continued to work out. It didn't seem like Kelsey
I don't
wanted
think
to
would have
play
worked
there
either.
anymore.
Yeah, I think she just wanted her own show. She was just like, I sacrificed. And like, to be honest, like every time they lost, they just like blamed her. It was always like, oh, look at Kelsey Plum. She trucked too much. That's why they lost today. It's like, that's not fair.
Yeah. And she's doing just fine in Los Angeles. So we'll see how that plays out. All right, man. We got 5 minutes. Let's cook. Let's get our parlay put together here. And then we shall pass it off to the All Sauce team. I'm not going anywhere, but Flo gets to go enjoy his beautiful Sunday in New York, Nick land. Where do we want to start? Let's maybe go back to the first game. Dream and I just completely blanked.
Dream and Mercury.
Dream and Mercury.
Yeah.
Do you like my Nogich play?
I do. I don't have any
money.
Exposure, so I'm down to would you prefer you like the threes more than the points, right?
Yeah. Maybe for the parlay we can just take the points. Let me see what I can buy it down to. Like take the 10 plus.
Runs rebounds.
No, I can't take the 10 plus. Let's just take the threes. Whatever.
Okay.
I want to take something with those two ladies, man, but we're gonna pick the wrong one. You know we are.
Yeah.
Okay. Wings Liberty. Maybe we take two things in this one.
Oh yeah, there's so many choices. Let's see here. We haven't used Satu.
Should we do Satu?
I feel like we have to.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I'm telling you what I'm doing on the side because it's like if this hits, like Dave ruined. Like I'll be at dinner this evening. I'm like, you big goof. You did Satu, 0.1 never hurt anyone. It's a long season. Satu, 3 points every quarter. 1,300. Satu, you know what you could just do? Go 1 for 1 from 3 every quarter. That's 3 points every quarter. I'm gonna sprinkle that one.
There you go. That'll pay for the drinks later.
Yeah.
All right. We'll go Satu for 10 points for this.
Okay.
I liked your John Cole Jones play, but to kind of have it on either side, do we want to take Paige?
Yeah, I like Paige. I like
PRA?
Paige. PRA, yeah. I like Paige.
Okay.
Paige. Yeah, I gotta have some Paige today.
Paige PRA is 27.5. Okay. And then in the last game, let's go Sonya.
Sony? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's avoid either one. Let's take Sonya. Bang. All right. 4 legs. Ivana Nogic, 3 threes. Satu Sabali, 10 points. Paige Beckers, 27.5 PRA. Sonya Citron, 4 rebounds, plus 1,200. That'll do.
That. Love it.
That will do. Good vibes indeed. Good stuff, man. All right. That's the W4. We'll try to get that posted on the timeline for you guys a little bit later before those games start. We got another hour and a half until the games tip off. But you guys got it right here by watching the show. That's the benefit you get from tuning into the content. Great stuff, Flo.
Yeah, fun times as always, man. I love it.
As always. Go follow Flo at Stefan Florval on the timeline. Don't go anywhere right here on the Betting News Network. We'll be back with you guys next Sunday for the W's. Stefan will be back with us as well. Go follow Flo on the timeline, though, and get involved with all the content. When are you having your show, Welcome to the Dub, this week? Today in the W?
Yeah, we're doing Tuesday.
All right. We'll tap in with him. You guys are watching, obviously, on the YouTube channel. If you want to lock in here and obviously watch this on the Betting News Network. Appreciate you, big dog. Let me make sure I got everything queued up down here with the All Sauce squad ready to rock and roll. Chat, don't go anywhere. We're gonna talk all about Game 4 in San Antonio tonight. Let me get this all queued up here. Oh, buttons. There we go. Hey, Sook, this guy's gonna go enjoy the New York sunshine as a New York fan. Oh yeah, he's like, oh god.
I bet that sun is shining today, brother.
Oh, orange and blue skies. You already know, man.
I love the picture that you posted too of MSG and how you're saying that the championship's coming back at that place too. That's
my goodness.
peak.
Unbelievable. What a time.
Peak. What a time to be alive. Enjoy Memorial Day, man. Enjoy your game, the game tomorrow. We'll see how it all plays out. Appreciate you as always. Chat, don't go anywhere. We got another hour right here live. This is the All Sauce team.
I just might wanna get into pull up and so girl, you know I don't do it so you look like some trouble. I just might wanna get into pull up and so girl, you know I don't do it so lines and tequila, can't forget the reefer. Always call my phone, but say nothing when I see ya. Lines and tequila, can't forget the reefer. Always call my phone, but say nothing when I see ya.
Another hour live right here on the network. Welcome to Saucy Sundays. That's just that's V's house. Winter sweatband Jesus. Another hour right here live, rocking and rolling. Happy Sunday, boys. How we doing?
Happy Sunday, Sauce Man.
It's not a happy Sunday, boys. The Knicks are up 3-0 and on the verge of getting into the NBA Finals. So it's an okay Sunday.
It could be a worse Sunday, but it's an okay Sunday. You're with us, so that's a good Sunday for that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have you guys live for the next hour right here for Saucy Sundays. We'll obviously talk about the Western Conference Finals, Game 4 between Wemby and company and SGA. Series is 2-1 towards the Thunder. Let's see if the Thunder can take a dominant lead tonight. We'll talk about every single aspect of that game. I've got a couple plays that you guys are going to like, I think. And I'm sure you guys got some stuff that you like down there as well. We're going to have our dog Pham stop by as well to give you guys the moves in the Formula One today as we have the Canadian Grand Prix. Yep, absolutely. And we'll talk a little bit about what happened last night as the New York Knicks took a dominant 3-0 lead. We'll get it, Sean Beasy, I promise. I also have a video that we'll post on the timeline of me driving an ATV down the streets of Costa Rica. So had some fun with the ATV streets. But glad to have you boys. Thanks for stopping by. Brought to you by our sponsors at Lucky Rebel. Obviously, as well our sponsors at Outlier.bet. You guys know the vibes. I'm excited to play Don't Get Got with you guys today too. This will be V's first chance to play the game, which will be a good time. But yeah, let's talk about what we saw last night, boys. First of all, how you guys doing? Happy Sunday. V's not in a good mood. So how are you? How was nerfing last night?
Yeah, my hamstrings are sore. I'm tired.
It's funny when you say it like that. How was nerfing, Sook?
How was nerfing?
I will say though that if anyone that has a Nerf city or a Nerf place in their like city and they're gonna go, like don't take little kids that don't want to follow rules, because it's not like laser tag where your pack vibrates and you can't shoot your gun. It's literally on the honor system. And some little kids aren't very honorable.
Absolutely
You didn't
not.
hit me. That didn't hit me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That kind of stuff.
This is why you got to either take them to laser tag or paintball. Paintball's better because then they learn that shit hurts, but also you get paint all over you.
I haven't been paintballing in a minute, man. The last time though, wow, I had this I thought I was slid on my knees, and then just behind the thing, my one knee pops out. Boom, boom, boom. 3 shots. I don't even know who it was. Sniped me. I had a welt this big just on the inside of my leg here.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I used to love playing paintball. Let's go. B dot.
I will say I cornered a kid, and it wasn't someone in my immediate family, and the kid literally just let out a scream. And I did not stop. I shot him still. I just let him have it.
Hey, equal opportunity, Sook. I applaud you for it.
Hey, that's what you're supposed to do. You got to teach them. You got to teach them what happens when they make bad decisions.
Hey, to his credit, as soon as I shot him, he just went, "Aw," and then went back to his side to press the button you got to press.
Hey, at least
Kid.
At least he actually lived up. At least he followed the rules, like you said.
That kid was raised right.
Raised right.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
seriously, bros, it was not a good look out there for your boy. I was running around covered in
You said your hamstrings are sore this morning?
Yeah.
So
Legit.
questionable this morning with the sore hamstring.
Bro, there's
Yeah,
a point.
I got an underdog tweet that Sook was a GTD for hamstring soreness.
There was a point where there's a little cardboard cutout through all the houses and stuff that you're running through. And then at one point I saw that there was a cardboard cutout that was on the ground, and I crawled through it. Then I went, wait, this is for children.
And then he finished crawling through it.
Oh yeah, I had to commit.
All right. Well, we got Pham joining us in just a second, who's going to give us the moves in the Formula One streets. But let's talk about last night. I know you were nerfing. But I mean, I still don't understand why the Cleveland Cavaliers were 2.5-point favorites yesterday. I have no clue why this team was a favorite yesterday. They got dog walked once again at home. The Knicks team total was free. Thank God I took that. The Knicks plus 2.5 was air. They ended up winning by double digits. I mean, is this just sweeps, boys? I feel like maybe the Cavs just back against the wall win game 4, and then we get a gentleman sweep back in New York for game 5.
Yeah.
But like this Cavs team feels cooked, no?
To me, it doesn't even feel like that. To me, it feels like a legitimate sweep just because of the two guys that we're watching on the other side, right? Like Evan Mobley's a young guy who really has not kind of just lived up to the hype entering the postseason, especially off of DPOY last year. Then you've got a guy in Donovan Mitchell who is now kind of becoming synonymous with not showing up in these big moments. And obviously James Harden. I know it's not the James Harden of Houston. I know he's in year 17. So for us to have the 25 and 10 expectations of this guy, it's probably a little bit tough. Not year 17, year 15, whatever he's in. But it's not the same. And I can't remember who I was talking to about this, but he's not going to be the same player. And I think that this is a case of the season's over. It doesn't look like there's any hope. There is no Believeland this year. It's just the Cavaliers and it's just Cleveland. But LeBron might be on his way back. So I don't know. Help might be on the way. LeBron, vet min at home.
I mean, just because you bring it up, now it feels like conspiracy tinfoil hat on. If I take this hat off, it's lined in tinfoil. That report of James Harden being re-signed no matter what the outcome of the next round was, that feels like a leak from the organization to be like, please, James, play a little bit better, but feel comfortable because no matter what, we're going to bring you back. But I missed that game. But this morning I woke up early. I watched the quick 1 hour recap of the game. And I will say, oh my goodness, the Knicks are scaring me so much. And I started to daydream what the matchups with OKC will be like. And then my mind started to drift even more of like the Cavaliers, like, sure, you're going to say that, oh, you might go for LeBron, you might do this or that in the offseason. But this is a good organization. And I do think if they have their head on right, they move on from Donovan Mitchell. You've seen what the ceiling is with this team. Maybe now you throw all your weight behind Evan Mobley, who you drafted very high, 2nd overall, if I'm remembering correctly now. So I think the natural progression of this team is through. You swung, you got a 1B guy, and you did not get over the hump. The Knicks seem like the measuring stick now in the East, and you didn't measure up. So Cavaliers need to move on, and it's going to be very sad for us, V, because it's going to be epic to see all these Knicks fans in the finals enjoying themselves.
Somebody said that if they win, just stay home. It's not going to be a celebration. It's not going to be a parade. It's going to be a riot. That's what it's going to be in New York. But in all seriousness, I think you're right, Suk. I think it's all time to move off of Donovan Mitchell. I saw somebody, I think it was Rob Perez maybe on Twitter, float this idea. LeBron comes back home. You flip Donovan Mitchell for Kyrie and maybe one pick, and you bring Kyrie back, you bring LeBron back with Evan Mobley in Cleveland.
SPJ, my point here is not that you're going to flip it and do something and add a 42-year-old to your roster. My point is that you tell everyone Donovan Mitchell is a 30-year-old superstar and you get some assets back and you do a soft rebuild, right?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, look what the Knicks did last year. The Knicks made the Eastern Conference Finals. They realized that they weren't going to get over the hump with Tibbs as their head coach. They got Mike Brown in. We all kind of thought that maybe was a questionable move, and it's paid off. Mike Brown has made the adjustments down the stretch of this playoff run that have been the reason why that they are now possibly one win away from making the NBA Finals. I think that two things need to happen for Cleveland in the offseason. You need to move on from D-Mitch. Don't know where he ends up going. But obviously, as you guys mentioned, the ceiling has been reached with this iteration of this current roster. And I think you have to chop it off at the head of the snake and start again. The second thing is, can we move on from Kenny Atkinson? Does Kenny Atkinson even know what the fuck he's doing with this roster? Like, this guy is, dude, watching his leading into the game, like the way he talked to the locker room leading into game 3, back against the wall. You need to go in, you need to have some power, some punch, some oomph. This guy is tapioca pudding, dog. Tapioca pudding, man. Like, he doesn't make the right moves. He doesn't make the right decisions. He doesn't make the right rosters constructions. He leaves fucking James Harden out there for way too long when he could have Schroeder running some more minutes. He leaves Max Strus
Schroeder
out there.
and Tyson were the only plus players on the roster, and they played sub 10 minutes, both of them.
You have Dean Wade starting, but then he only plays 12 minutes because of him not having any production. I don't understand anything about the way that this team runs their offense. The way they should be dominating in down low in the paint. They should be able to take advantage of the matchups with the two bigs. I just don't think that Kenny Atkinson is a good enough head coach in the NBA to win you a championship. Maybe he's a good regular season head coach. He got the benefit of inheriting a good roster, and as you talked about so many times, Jordan Ott was probably the one that was actually pulling all the strings behind the scenes. I just don't think that Kenny Atkinson actually has the stuff to actually be a championship level head coach.
I see it now, SPJ, because me and you kind of went back and forth on this, and I was saying that I liked the demeanor of the Cavs, stay even, kill, never get high, never get too low, but then exactly what you're saying is that I did see all that, and it's like, my guy, now is the time. You've stayed calm forever. Now is the time to light the fire and literally start yelling, screaming, show some demonstrative personality, get your team ready to play. And it's like you're saying, like, yeah, it's like the worst type of pudding, tapioca.
At least he's got plenty of timeouts saved up for game 4.
100%. They're all stocked up. You keep them in the chamber, and then you just keep them roll. They roll over.
That's hilarious, because when I was watching the replay of the game, and he called a timeout right away at the start, I was like, SPJ is happy somewhere. I was like, he liked that one.
Fam, we love you. Oh my god, it's making us sad too to talk about the Knicks. Trust me.
I actually kind of enjoying watching this team. But I mean, I know.
Hey, they've been good, man. Just to talk about them for a second, like the biggest hole that we thought, and a lot of analysts thought, was going to be their defense, right? Can Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns play together at the same time and them not be the defensive liability? Mitchell Robinson hasn't given them great minutes, but I do think that he's been underplaying everyone's expectations in terms of minutes. I think Mike Brown is more than happy to just go out there with this defense, and they are number 1 in defensive rating. They are number 1 in points allowed. And yes, I know they had the benefit of maybe softer series in the first 2 rounds, but you can also just look at that like they handled business, and it's what they've done. Jalen Brunson, once again, 30-6 last night. He's just a guy that is playing fantastic basketball, and as much as it pains me to say it, man, the Knicks have a real shot at whoever comes out into this finals in the Western Conference. Like, I'm not sleeping on this team anymore, that's for sure.
Especially if they get the job done in 4 or 5, and then we get Thunder Spurs possibly going 6, maybe even 7. I don't know if we get 7 at this point with how the Thunder are playing.
Rest versus rust debate.
Yep. Mm-hmm. We're gonna go to FAM.
Like pudding.
Tapioca. We're gonna go to FAM in a minute. You don't have to be sad anymore, big dog. But don't worry, fam. Come on, you Gunners. Champions. Let's go, baby. He's got his fan. But I don't know how long we're gonna have Chef. So let's get to Chef first. And then we'll get Fam up here because I'm sure Chef has to love us and leave us because you know how Chef is. Chef Ray.
Chef Ray.
Two goats.
Hey goat. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Happy Sunday. That's a very nice POV we have of you right now. That's a beautiful fan.
I'm at my mom's with Vera.
Hello, Mom. Hello, Mother Chef.
Yeah.
Mother
Mama
T.
Chef.
Mama T.
Chef.
Yeah.
OG Chef.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I'm such a Beavis and Butthead laugh. All right. Well, I know you probably don't have too much time. So, what's the dealio with how you feeling about the game today? I don't know if you want baseball, whatever you want to talk about. What do you want? What do you want to say?
I don't know. You know, it's interesting. Obviously, I feel like my radar has been so off. I thought the Cavs were for sure going to win. Like absolutely just gave up completely, which is really sad to see. And I just still don't like betting on the Knicks or, getting the Knicks. And, it is what it is. Like if OKC's pulls, what they've been pulling. And obviously, there's a lot of these like edits out there of OKC just diving into Wemby. But, the stats are telling me that the Spurs are going to win, but who knows? So it's like it's really hard to like sink my teeth, and I've been completely wrong the past 2 times. So if I say Spurs, then it's going to be OKC, and then we're going to have OKC and Knicks probably in the finals, and then everybody's just going to be laying on the floor for 52 minutes or 56 minutes.
Jalen Brunson and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander finals is would be hilarious.
Don't trigger me right now.
I know, Suck.
All of these plays are on the timeline, and there was no whistle on half of them. It's like, just wince and whine and bitch and complain. Oh my God, people. Not you, Chef. Not you. Just in general.
Okay, Chef,
you
we've had
post-
this conversation plenty of times on this channel. We don't need to have it again.
Yeah.
When you posted
Yeah,
that,
I was gonna say you guys have probably this is probably beaten with a dead horse. So let's talk about baseball. That nobody's talked about baseball on the show ever, right?
No, it gets you kicked off unless your
Sometimes.
name's Chef.
It used to be outlawed.
yeah.
Baseball actually has been really, really difficult the past
great.
week with home runs, like super.
Did you see this stat that this season so far is like the lowest batting average for batters in the MLB to start the season in like 20 years or something like that? Yeah.
There's
sub
this
300.
There's this account on Twitter that's EV Dingers that puts out a report every day, and it shows the past. I think like 10 or 15 years of a line chart of each day and how many home runs per game, and it for the most part, which is crazy to me. It pretty much syncs up. Like obviously, when you're looking at line charts, it's not going to be perfect, but the trends are there, right? Like certain pockets of the summer and certain pockets of the early season, and it's like okay, prepare for like a pretty cold week, or not, it's pretty interesting, and this is going against all trends, going against or sinking below what it should be, home runs per game. So it's like there was one week or one day 9 guys hit 2 home runs each. 9 guys. It started to happen, and it was all day, and you start to notice that trend after the third guy did it. We literally cashed by literally just placing the bet of once a guy hit a home run, you take it for the next one.
Yeah.
It's completely different now, and it's really difficult. So it's like, you do what you can with the data that you can, and you just kind of pray. But
well, what's the living on a prayer bet of the day then?
Shohei.
Okay.
Showtime.
Nothing wrong with taking Shohei when you're praying. If I'm praying for something, I want to take one of the best in the league.
If I'm praying for something, I want to pray. I want to take something that is who's betting his own overs. All right.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that too.
He's actually never been the number one in the hub, and he's number 1 today, which is interesting.
Number 1 on the hub.
Yeah,
Big
he's never
award.
been number 1.
Wow. You need to make
And today
you know what you need to do? You need to make a graphic that looks like the hub, but you have the list.
I know.
And
No,
have
you-
your
And then
number
I get
one.
a cease and desist, and then I'm in
Okay.
legal
Hey,
trouble. and-
We'll take one cease and desist. We can handle one, Chef.
we can handle one, Chef.
I'll send it to you, Suck. That's good. I'll send it to you. Does that sound
I
good?
don't-
Yeah, I'll whip up the graphic and I'll take the legal documents as well.
Sure. I'll just say my business is based in Canada, and they'll be
There
like,
you
"Oh,
go.
I can't touch that."
Yeah, there you go.
I was gonna say it's based out of somewhere like Antigua. What are they gonna do? They're gonna come for you there? You know what I mean?
I know. I'll just say Kenya or something like that.
Yeah, I'll give you the address down here in Costa Rica. It'll be fine.
There you go.
I thought you were in
Right.
Puerto Rico.
This motherfucker,
Exactly.
every time he says, "How you doing?" he says, "How you doing in Rico?" And I'm like, "I'm in Costa Rica for the 7th time."
Oh my god.
Crazy.
So racist. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
All the Ricos are the same to me.
Puerto Ricans are Americans, okay?
Costa
They're
Puerto
Rica,
Rico, Puerto Rico, Costa Rico.
potato, right? All right. Well,
But
any
if I have a
Rico-
prop in tonight's game,
yes.
I do like. I put out a flyer earlier. It was a crazy flyer, which we actually got really close to the flyer last night. I've got Vassell 4 threes, Fox 6 boards, Hartenstein 4 assists, Vassell 6 boards, Wemby 3 threes, 55,000.
Nice. I like that.
It's a little
Fox
bit of a
scares me a
stretch,
little
but
bit,
like
but-
all those kind of line up with the matchups. And let me see if there's any CLV. Holy shit! No way.
Did it cash already? Did it hit the account?
I've never seen this. I just, sometimes you say like replace bet.
Yeah.
27,000.
Nice.
Oh.
Slashed in half.
Wow.
Let's go.
So that being said, I like Vassell PR.
Yeah.
As a straight.
Get down with that.
Yeah. And
You do have a question.
Chef Case Walls over 1 point. I have no idea how this rotation's going right now.
Mhm.
Jalen Williams, is he in? Is he out? What's going to happen? I have no idea.
My favorite play.
What's up?
My favorite play is on Casey Wallace today.
What,
I like the
Pierre?
three Stifler. Yeah.
No AJ Mitchell too.
I don't think J-Dub's playing either, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there. All right. So our Vassell PR, go tail that monster from Chef on the
Shohei home run.
and Shohei.
Yeah, that's Shohei starts in 20 minutes.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, enjoy the rest of your afternoon with your madre. Tell her hello from all of us.
We'll do.
Does she know we exist?
Of course she knows you exist. Oh, and Jordan Walker. He hit 2 home runs yesterday.
Yeah.
Prime match began. He should hit
2 home runs in 2 separate games.
Yeah.
2.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes,
Back
my
to the
mother
well.
knows you exist, and she's watching very well. They actually have a hot tub that that they brought down the temperature a little bit. Literally, this is I mean, you guys
You're in a gorgeous sunroom, dude.
Yeah, this is a nice room.
This is where this is the area that I grew up, and it is the sticks, like literally surrounded by cornfields. Like
Nice.
it is literally. Hold on, you got to see this.
Oh, we're getting
Wisconsin.
Oh, there's
We're getting
there's the
a
one-eyed
walk
cat.
around. Whoa, wait, hey, what? Go back to the one-eyed cat.
Yeah, we
She's
like
sleeping.
animals.
Hello, one-eyed cat.
Ari.
Oh.
Oh, what a cutie. Wow. This is pretty
Yeah.
show.
That's like literally a fourth of the yard.
I like that,
My mom is like green thumb, so
I like
it's
that
very
wood
lush
stove.
out
That
here.
wood
And-
stove is nice too in the corner.
yeah, it's oh, and my kid's butt naked with a popsicle.
Don't show us that. Do not
I'm not
show
gonna
us
show you that.
Don't show us that.
I'm not. Yeah, we're just out here for the day, just to take a breather.
That's really nice, Chef. That's really nice.
Yeah,
Let's
it's nice. She's the one that takes care of Vera on Mondays and Tuesdays, so it's nice to be out here, and it's beautiful out today. But
It looks nice. Well, thanks for blessing us. We appreciate you. Enjoy some of that sunshine. Enjoy some time with your family, and
All right.
let's smack some bets tonight, man.
all right, thanks,
See you,
guys. Live
All right,
close.
love you, buddy.
All right,
Take
bye.
it easy. Peace. Let it go. Ghost. That's a great comment. I'm leaving that one in the shadows, though.
I know. I
Oh
almost brought it up.
Equal opportunity.
my god.
All right, let's move and groove. Let's go to FAM. Talk about some racing. See what he's got on the Formula One streets today, as it is around the corner from Sook. At least, do you know that this man's going to be in your zip code very soon? Did he tell you?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
fully aware.
Okay.
See you in 26 hours, my guy.
Are you excited?
I'm always excited.
Do you know that I'm
Oh.
going to be in your zip code next week too? No,
You're
I'm
in Puerto
I'm
Rico, bro.
kidding.
I was about to get mad. I was like, did I just pick the wrong week?
No, imagine.
I know.
Okay, we've been also right before we bring fam on, we've been joking about this for 2 years. But can we all go to the Calgary Stampede? Vsauce will be there. SPJ, you're like from Nashville. You would very much enjoy that. I think also Ruda would enjoy it as well. So
She ain't
make it
coming.
happen.
She hates big crowds. She hates big
big
crowds.
crowds.
I'll be there.
Okay. We'll take half. We'll take 50% of you guys.
That's fair. That
Oh.
works. I'm like 75% because I'm.
That's like 35%.
Yes. All right. There we go. New Forza. Fam bam. How we doing?
What
big
up?
dog? Hey. got the
Ooh,
fire
what an
room.
entrance.
That's like
an-
the ending of the F1 movie right there.
Yep. That's also what just happened in North London today, because North London is red and it's nice and gold for the Arsenal Gunners. Let's go, fam. Bang, 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 bang,
delaying
bang.
our championship, the trophy lift, because Newcastle wants to. Not Newcastle. Crystal Palace wants to. I don't even know what they're doing right now. I have it on my right here, just waiting for them to just get done. I want to see them lift the trophy.
Is the game not over?
No, the game's over, but it's the Crystal Palace's last home game of the year, so they're doing like the family celebration
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
hour for them to lift the trophy.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
crazy.
Today's our
Can
day.
we? Yeah.
All right. Well, we're not going to talk. I'm not going to ask you about the Cavs. I think we talked about it enough. I'm sure you're a little sad boy, but let's make you happy and tell us a little bit about what we're going to see today in the Canadian Grand Prix.
So today they're in Montreal, and I said in the video I posted, this track is beautiful. It's on an island, and when they're racing around it, like the panoramic scenes, like over the water and the forest in the background, it's one of the most beautiful tracks on the calendar this whole entire year. And I love when they race there because it's a fast track too. Like these guys, like there's 2 really long straights on the track that cause mayhem at the ends when they're braking towards the hairpin corners. So there's gonna be a lot of action today. But it is a little cold up in Canada today, so that may interfere with how fast the track heats up. It's going to interfere with the grip they have on their tires, and I'm expecting a lot of mayhem to be caused because of the weather there, and there may be some rain too. So, yeah, it's going to be messy.
It's nice. It's a really beautiful track, though. I did actually look it up. It is stunning. And it's probably snowing because Sook's got snow still. So I just handed out the Canadian the Canadian.
How close are you to that?
Nice.
So
I'm on the other side of the country.
Completely
It's
far across.
It's the second largest country in the entire world. I am literally basically on the other side of the planet.
All Canada is
on the other side of the planet.
That's only 2.
Montreal is beautiful. I've actually been to Montreal. But okay, what are some bets that you like in the race before we love you and leave you and get to basketball?
So going along with that theme of the bad weather, I'm gonna take under 19 classified cars. That's basically 3 cars not to finish the race today. I just think the track conditions and the possible rain, it's gonna cause for some drivers to slip up, go off the track, and I think this is a good bet for plus money too. It's a great bet.
Sweet. Is that a hard bet to find on books or?
Because a lot of the books, I found this on Bet365, but a lot of the books are doing like 19.5 at like a lower price. So I think 19.5 is like minus 225, and then 18.5 is just a little too scary for me, and then 20.5 is just not even bettable.
All right, let's go. What else you got?
The second bet I'm gonna take today is George Russell to win the race outright. He's in the best car on the grid. He threw me off. He's in the best car on the grid. In that Mercedes car, it's head and shoulders above any other car on the grid this year. But he's been slipping up recently. The last 3 or 4 races, his 19-year-old teammate Kimi Antonelli has won the last 3 or 4 races, and this was supposed to be George's year. He was supposed to just kind of cruise by this year, win the championship, and go down in history. But now his 19-year-old teammate is taking the spotlight from him, and it's do or die for him. And he has good history on this track. He won last year. He's placed first in everything this weekend so far. So every qualifying session, the qualifier, and the sprint race, he's placed first in everything. He seems to love this track. So do or die moment for George Russell. I'm going to take him to do it and win the race and try to get back into this championship race a little bit more.
Like, imagine that, Sook. You're on the team with this guy, and this is supposed to be your year, and then literally like a 19-year-old is coming. That's how old he is, right, Antonelli?
Yeah, 19.
A 19-year-old just pops up onto this. Yeah, you are no longer not even just a guy that's supposed to have his best year, but you're not even the best racer on your team. You're not the best driver on your team anymore.
I was gonna say this. It's the sequel to F1.
I don't think we didn't notice your favorite F1 driver up on the graphic there, Brad Pitt. Okay? We noticed.
All right, Pam, I'm seeing you got one more in the chamber. Talk to us.
More in the chamber. This one's a little bit riskier. He's the golden boy of F1 for the past couple of years, Max Verstappen. I'm going to take Max not to finish in the top 6. Yesterday, he qualified top 6 in 6th position, so that's where he's going to start the race. But there's a lot of things going on for that Red Bull team this year. The car is not great. They lost their head engineer, Adrian Newey, to Aston Martin. But then Aston Martin's car is horrible. So I think they got the Temu version of Adrian Newey. So I don't know what happened there. But, yeah, the car is not good. Max is an ultra competitor, so he wants to, be in, that top 3, trying to fight for the wins of races and the championship. But that's just not how this car is built this year. And it's struggling. He has a couple DNFs on the year. And then Max, the competitor he is, like I just mentioned, he's not mentally into it at all. Like, he's focused on his eSIM racing and, driving other cars. He raced at Le Mans. Like, it's just like he does not care this year about F1. And, there's a lot of questions about his future in the sport. So that plus the car not being great, I'm gonna take Max Verstappen not to finish in the top 6. He also has some fast cars behind him. Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari. Hadjar's looked nice all weekend. So I think for plus 162, it's a nice bet, and it's a little riskier, but we live with risk.
I like it, fam. I was gonna say too that like he's not only just struggled this year, but I know there's a lot of stuff going on if he might join a new team next year, just because of how much Red Bull has struggled with their car. And I mean, it
He might
hasn't
not
looked
even
pretty.
be in F1 next year.
Yeah.
He does not care. Like he's like in the grand scheme of Formula One, he's accomplished everything. He's 4-time drivers champion winner, construction winner. He's won at every single track on the grid. He's completed a Grand Slam. Like, yeah, his career's been short compared to like a Lewis Hamilton or a Michael Schumacher, but he's done everything. He doesn't have nothing to prove. Plus, he wants to get home to his newborn baby and the supermodel wife that he has. So like
could be worse.
He's that type of guy too, where he's like, if I'm not getting anything out of it, like, I don't want to race anymore. That's how he's always been.
Yeah, and he's having success in the other cars that he's been driving. He's been driving a lot of the GT cars. But the dude lives for racing though, so I don't think he'll leave F1. I just think he wants out of Red Bull, honestly.
Word. All right, man. Well, we're gonna have some fun in Montreal today. Thanks for coming and bringing us the vibes for what's gonna happen at the Canadian Grand Prix. Chat, go look at FAM's video. He kind of broke down all the stuff he talked about today and some other stuff as well. Posted on the timeline. Appreciate you, and maybe a little sprinkle on some fun there as well. So we appreciate you stopping by, man. Thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir.
Thanks,
Take it
man.
easy. Peace. Way to go. Go.
Absolute go.
All right.
Sorry, championship starts in 5 seconds. If I want them as an underdog, I gotta take Real Madrid. Sorry.
Go.
Just chat if you want to tail. That team is crazy.
Tail. Is this Eurobasket or EuroLeague?
Yeah. And they scored a record like amount of points in the last game. Like that offense is fucking crazy.
They got Luka 2.0 or something.
They have Mario Herzegovina, who's drafted 5th overall. They have Campazzo. They have Sergio Llull, who's like one of the most legendary players. And they have Saskatchewan's Trey fucking Lyles.
Oh, Trey Lyles.
Wow,
what a pull.
Oh,
what a pull.
Fuck.
This is
you can't get it live?
I can take it live for 2:30.
Is it EuroLeague or Eurobasket?
Eurobasket. No, EuroLeague.
Oh
yeah, it's EuroLeague, right?
What is going on?
Sook is like won't bet baseball, but randomly wants to dive into like the Euro. He has the EuroLeague tab.
Yeah, that tab's always been there.
Always got that tab. All right, let's play a quick game of Don't Get Got with V. Excited to play, and then we will talk the rest of the show about Game 4 tonight in San Antonio. All right, I'll put me in the middle. So V, the way this game works is I'm going to read off categories, okay, and I'm going to Are you?
Throwing my phone away. I don't get to bet this game. I apologize. I'm done.
V's also. I'm explaining the rules to him, but he's having to listen to somebody else. You good now?
Good to go. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the way this game works is I'm going to say a category, right? And I have something in my head in this category that I have the answer to. Your job and Sook's job is to say something else in the category that's not what I have in my head. If you say what I have in my head, then you get got. If you don't, you move on to the next round.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
It sounds a little confusing, V. I was confused too, but it's simple.
It's easy. All right, chat, here we go. First one, in honor of the Green Goblins. All of these are sports except for one. Hall of Fame Celtics.
Ooh. KC Jones.
No, like people in the actual NBA Hall of Fame that are Celtics players.
Yeah, Casey Jones.
Okay.
And then I'll go with Bill Russell.
You got Sauce, man.
I really thought he was going to go Larry Bird.
Why? You racist.
Yeah.
These would have been good ones too.
Yeah. There you go, KG. Okay. All right. So you got. We'll keep you in the game. But
thank you.
All right. Next up, NBA logos. That is an animal.
Why is this so difficult right now?
Okay, I got one.
Okay.
Do I just say it?
Yep.
The Raptors.
You passed. Well done.
Okay.
I'll go Bucks.
Bucks. You pass. I chose the worst one of all the Pelicans.
Oh, that is the worst one.
I thought maybe you'd go Hawks because
Could've done-
Atlanta was the first one that came to me because of
Hawks is a good
order.
one. Yeah, Pistons, Grizzlies, Timberwolves.
Oh, Pistons! I forgot about that.
Piston's a sneaky one because it's like a piston and then it's a horse.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, next up. Current players in the NBA that are Germans. German current NBA players.
There's only 2 I can think of. 3.
I'll go
Franz Wagner because it feels like the most obvious one.
Franz
the elder
Wagner?
Wagner, Mo Wagner.
Both Wagners, you boys pass because I was thinking of Isaiah Hartenstein.
Oh,
Nah.
Hartenstein. Not even
Isaiah
Schroeder.
Hartenstein. Not Schroeder, no.
I
Okay.
thought you would have gone with Schroeder. That's what I was
Me
trying to
too.
avoid him.
No. I zigged when you guys zagged, but they didn't need to. All right. Next up. Canadian province that ends in a vowel. This is specifically for these cats. Canadian province that ends in a vowel.
I'm going with Manitoba.
Oh,
You are safe, Sauce Man. Well done.
PEI.
It doesn't end with an A. Prince Edward Island. It ends with a D.
Prince Edward-
AEI or you, Prince Edward Island. Oh, I'm doing that.
Island.
Duh. That's a consonant, big dog.
So got for that.
You got
Yeah,
for
I'm
that.
got.
You got. I was thinking of Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia.
But chat, you both would have been safe with Stifler and GPAC. Okay, last one. Gatorade color.
Glacial ice.
That's not a color, suck.
White.
You got God. I was thinking of white.
Damn it.
I was gonna go with blue, but that felt more obvious. But white, wow, sick.
You are safe, suck man.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
suck. All right, well, there you go. That's you got.
I like this.
Don't get got. It's pretty fun, right?
Yeah, the cucumber slept on flavor. I will say that.
It's a good one. It's a good one. Although I was going more for colors instead of flavors.
Yeah,
But fair enough.
glacier ice.
that is my favorite flavor too. That's the best.
I think
one.
that's light blue. I don't even think that's white. Is it?
No, it's white.
It's white.
It's white.
It's
Okay.
It's white. It's white. It's so good. Glacier cherry is what you're thinking of. That's the white one.
Oh yeah,
All right, there you go. Don't get got.
that was
I like
great.
this game. It's fun. All right, let's talk hoops. 2.5 point favorites, boys, are the Spurs going into game 4. A little bit of back against the wall here. They need to kind of snag this game to even this thing back out. Otherwise, they got to really climb out of a hole in game 5, but going back to Oklahoma City. 2.5 point faves, like I mentioned, which is the exact same line we saw in point higher than what we saw in game 3. Thunder ended up winning very handily. So interesting line there. 219.5 point total. Interesting line there too. I want to get you guys' thoughts because we had the exact same conversation yesterday, Sook, Danny, and myself, about the Knicks and Cavs line and how the Knicks line just seemed so easy and free to me. And I didn't overthink it necessarily because I took the Knicks team total, but it was always the Knicks. Are we doing the same thing here? Is this Thunder plus 2.5 and you don't overthink it? Or do we think the Spurs come back and punch them in the mouth and we get best out of 3?
My gut tells me that the Spurs come out to play, but after what we saw in the last game, the Thunder really just know how to win games. And in a game where we thought that Isaiah Hartenstein might be picking up some ticky-tack fouls, where the whistle might kind of reverse course because of what we saw in game 2, or sorry, in game 3, or sorry, game 2, it didn't. We didn't see that, and we saw Wemby instead make some stupid mistakes, pick up some dumb fouls, and that's not something that I would have expected from a guy like him. And I think that in that moment, your first home game of this Western Conference final, this is a time that you were supposed to step up and play really well for your team. And then seeing him in that kind of like having to deal with the not picking up the 4th foul early in that 3rd quarter and the way that he defends, and he doesn't have that same freedom. I want to say the Spurs are going to respond, but then the post-game comments too, it's not that I think they were bad, but it's kind of highlighting the Spurs' lack of secondary option here. And I want to ask Sook this because Obviously, we've seen the Spurs kind of rolling for the last few games before this series. Even in that first game, how well they played in that tight game, and they were able to sustain every single run. Do you think that De'Aaron Fox is kind of slowing down this offense in any way, because he was the biggest factor to come back in that game? And to me, it looked like the offense was stagnant and slow and sometimes just dependent on him a little bit too much.
Short answer, yes. Yesterday I drank 2 caffeine teas and I bitched about this. Like, I don't understand how a guy in 2 ankle braces that's limping in from the scorer's table is giving you beneficial minutes. Like, it makes no sense to me. Maybe it's ego, maybe it's like, well, I don't know what's happening. You can't tell me that a guy that's literally going like this while he's going to the free throw line is going to be doing well for you on defense against a team that's coming off a championship. So, like, short answer, yeah, I think he's hurting them. And he's not on the injury report today, so I guess SPJ will find out what's going on.
And that's frustrating to me too, because with a star player like that, like, sometimes it's harder to bench them or to monitor their minutes in a way where they're not hurting the team. Sometimes you need to make the executive decision and have them sit out. I also think that their defensive approach.
Real quick, like,
yeah,
I don't think D Fox is that guy. I don't think he should have that amount of leash of like, oh yeah, you're still our guy. Like, you're not.
He's not Wemby.
He wasn't even here. So he was not here in San Antonio where he did all the things that he did. He took Sacramento to the playoffs. He did those things in Sacramento. He has no pull here, in my opinion, and he shouldn't. And SPJ, the other thing I want to talk about is, you brought this up on the timeline, is the defense. You have to stop selling out at SGA, and at some point understand that 3 is worth more than 2. And if you are going to continue to allow the Thunder to shoot almost 40 to 50% of their 3s wide open, you are not going to win this game. You're just not going to.
I think it's a great point. And like you said, I said this on the timeline. I was looking at stuff and I was kind of trying to think about, I put all of my personal opinions about this team aside and was trying to just dissect what I thought that Mitch Johnson was going to do in game 4. And I think that the only way that you can possibly look at winning this basketball game tonight and then possibly trying to win this series, I think you just got to let SGA possibly drop 40, because double teaming him, throwing the house at him, and his ability to facilitate out of that is leaving Alex Caruso to shoot over 55% from 3. You're getting guys like J-Dub or Jalen Williams and guys like, Cason Wallace and all these other guys. Jared McCain. I mean, if anything, I could step up to some of these 3-point shots and probably knock one down. They're wide open. And you just, as you said, you cannot do that. So I think you have to kind of live with the poison of, if SGA drops 35 to 40, at least you're not getting 20 points from Jared McCain. You're not getting 5 points from Alex Caruso. You're not getting 15 to 20 points from Cason Wallace. You're not getting 5 3-pointers from Jalen Williams because he's standing there wide fucking open in the corner. So I think that will be one of the adjustments we see today, is that side of it on the defensive side. But offensively, they got to get back to featuring Victor Wembanyama down low. I don't know what they're doing and not getting him featured down on the block, and then just letting happen what is going to happen around that. You get open shots because of that. You get the Thunder in foul trouble because of that. They went away from it last game because they were, I don't know what they were doing offensively, and it probably leans into what you were talking about with Fox. It's hard, and both of these teams are dealing with the same issue of, you have a superstar caliber player that is not playing at 100% capacity. Do you then, and Danny brought up the point with us, Sook, about if they win game 3 without J-Dub, do you just sit J-Dub out in game 4? Because, like, obviously preparing to have a 75 to 80% J-Dub in your lineup totally messes up your defense, your rotations for the other players preparing to play. If you just say he's not playing, it's okay. Get a little more rested, big dog. And then the other guys know their roles immediately going into the game. Whereas if you have to shuffle and change that as the game is going on, it's just a little bit more challenging to prepare. I think that the Spurs might have to do the same thing. It seems like Fox is going to play. It seems like he's okay. But, like, I do think it messes up the rotation. I think it messes up what they're able to do fluidity-wise on offense. And that is causing issues with how efficient they can be scoring the basketball. So I don't know what they're going to do. The biggest thing, though, is, like you said, they have to figure out a way to – I just think you stop doubling SGA. Just let him go one-on-one with Stephon Castle. If you get some, I mean, you maybe double him every once in a while, right?
We'll see that right away. We'll find out. Like, we talked about this on Saturday. Like, how you were talking about like they're doubling him at half court. They're playing kind of 3/4 court where the Thunder are getting into their motions more quickly. I think in the first few possessions, we'll get the answer to your question of if they're going to commit to the same game plan. And I kind of lean with you of like, why? It hasn't worked.
It hasn't, and it wouldn't be the first time we've seen a let that guy get his strategy work in the playoffs or in at a high level. It's been done to LeBron because sometimes LeBron 40 is better than the bench 60. You know what I mean? And that's what's been happening with this Thunder team is that guys are coming in, they're getting open shots because of the attention that SGA is drawing. And it's something that you usually see teams employ when they don't have the guy to guard somebody like that one-on-one. Yes, Shea might get 40, but he's going to have to earn 40 against a guy like Stephon Castle. He's going to have to earn that 40 with a guy like Victor Wembanyama protecting the rim. If you, with your defense and the guys you have in that locker room as the Spurs, can't guard him one-on-one, what chance does anybody else in the league really have, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just don't understand it. And I think you need to make an adjustment before you go down 3-1, not after.
Mm-hmm. It's the Jokic thing. We've had the same discussion with Nikola Jokic. A lot of teams defend Jokic that way, where they would rather Jokic score 40 and not have a 15 rebound, 12 assist, triple double. They would rather him score, 40. I just said that the wrong way around, but you guys know what I mean. Like, yeah. They would rather if you let Jokic score 40, but MPJ is not open for 10 3-pointers. Like
LeBron was the most dangerous when he had Shane Battier or Ray Allen in the corner or guys that could hit open shots, right?
And OKC has like 5 of those dudes, So
6,
like
7.
it's not working out. So just play this team defensively straight up. Maybe every once in a while you throw a double team at SGA if he gets on a little bit of a heater, but like just play him straight up to start the game and then see what happens, because Alex Caruso is not going to knock down a contested 3-pointers if he's taken 5 to 6 contested threes.
28% in the regular season, and now he's shooting well above 50.
Exactly, because of what he's seeing. So that's a very good point to mention going into this game on structure, like what these coaches, and it's been a great chess match so far in every single game. What adjustments are you going to make? How are you going to adjust to those adjustments? And then how are you going to execute the adjustments, I have a play on the kind of prop or on the side and total side, and then we'll jump into props. Jerry kind of said this, and I stared at this for a long time last night. So I'm going to roll back up here. Thunder team total over 108.5. I like that a lot. However, I kind of lean with the Spurs to possibly win or at least keep this game relatively close. And if that's going to happen, the Spurs are going to have to score 110, 115 points. So I just took the total. 218.5. I got 218.5 last night. It's up to 219.5. Don't care. Take it there. This hit in every game in the series. This is hitting every single matchup that they had in the regular season. It's going to be 220 plus, boys. I just don't see a way that this slows down. To the free throw line they're going to get to. They're going to be scoring. They're going to be shooting. If you want to take the Thunder team total, though, I like that play a lot. Again, I stared at that one quite a bit, but I wanted to rope in both teams to score. So I took the game to go over.
Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. Props. What are we digging in the prop department?
It sounds shocky, but Vic, man, like it's now or never, right? You go down 3-1, you lose both home games in front of the Jackal's Den, in front of your fan base. I don't know. This feels like the spot. But again, this is also what we've talked about with Vic. Like, he's young. You're going to have teams that go through these kinds of things when you get to high-level games and you get to high-level play. He's only in his 3rd season. Obviously, sometimes in the things he does is way above where he is in terms of experience. Mm-hmm. But is this just that? Is his youth? Is this team's lack of experience kind of showing here? And obviously, OKC's got a ton of it. They've won a ton of games in the postseason and the regular season. I want to say that Vic's going to have one of those games where he has like 40 and 15, but I need some reassurance from you guys. Like, is that what's going to happen here? Or is this youth with the Spurs just going to get the best of them? Because I didn't love the way that the offense was looking with Fox back either. It didn't look like they were looking at Wemby inside as much. It didn't look like the offense was running through him as much. So Sook, what are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. It's hard to tell like what's going to happen because the Spurs game plan in game 1 looked scary. It almost looked like that's going to work forever, and then the Thunder do what they do, and then they're just finding guys wide open. So it's hard to tell, to be honest.
Yeah,
I think they have to, V. I think
Yeah.
they got to
I
go
agree.
back to Wemby down low. You got to just you got to get Wemby in advantageous situations on the block. Realize that if Hartenstein's on him, great, get him to foul him. If Chet's on him, great, dunk on him. If a shorter player's on him, great, take advantage of the matchup. Like you just have to, put Wemby. If Wemby's going to play 38 to 40 minutes, which is what he's been playing every single game, you got to utilize him. There's no reason why the 7'5" guy should be running wind sprints up and down the court, not touching the basketball.
My strong opinion on this, I don't know what they're going to do, but my strongest opinion is whatever they do, they have to do faster.
Yeah.
I don't want to see you take 8 seconds to get Wemby a post up against a guy that's a foot shorter than him. I don't want to see Wemby back down and then fake spin and then fall down. Like, I just want you bang, go. Like, we saw this in the last game. He caught it one time on the elbow and he just did a shot quickly right over him, and it's been on the timeline. Vsauce, you'll like this, that a lot of people are saying that Wemby should go look at KP's highlights from the championship run. He was catching the basketball in the high post, making one move and scoring efficient. And I think like that's the only opinion I have. I don't know what they should do, but I do know that whatever they do with Wemby is get him into the action fast, make it happen. Don't lollygag around trying to force the ball into him.
There's got to be a level of efficiency there. When you're looking at a guy that's 7'5", that is not only your best offensive option, but your best defensive option, you kind of have to look at it in terms of energy expenditure and how much he's expelling on any certain possession. If it's taking 9 seconds for him to post up Alex Caruso down low and you haven't gotten him the ball yet, that's a huge waste of time. So I agree with you, Sook.
And energy.
And even that post up, like that little mid-range at the high post, you are significantly taller than everybody. If you can start to hit that jumper consistently in the way that Joel Embiid does, that would unlock a whole nother aspect of his game. Now, obviously, that's probably more off-season thing than it is in the middle of a series thing. But hey, like you're right, they need to make quicker decisions, and then they need to make the offense more efficient.
And you guys are going to hate this, but he needs to kind of take a page out of the Shea book of catch the ball, go up for the shot. Like, Shea understands that when he catches the ball, he's already being fouled half the time. So when he takes a dribble and falls over, the ref has already internalized and seen the first contact. So we watch the replay, and the replay doesn't include the first bump. So then Wemby is getting bumped at every opportunity. He needs to realize that if he's getting bumped as he's catching it, that maybe if he goes right into his move, he'll get the call.
Yeah. Well, I think it's going to be an interesting game. I'm very excited for tonight's game, man. I think that it's going to be one of those games, and I think that Wemby's going to have his handprints all over it. I think another guy that
Spurs won today, just for
God,
enjoy ourselves.
I think so too, man. And I'm going to hold my tongue on clapping back on the SGA stuff. We'll just I don't want to get into yet another argument about this.
No.
I have a play on I know you said you have another one too, V, but I just want to get this out since chat's kind of talking about this guy as well. I don't think J-Dub's going to play again, boys. I think that this game he sits out. Maybe he does play, but I mean, he's been questionable. I don't think he's 100%. And I just, without AJ Mitchell in the lineup, Cason Wallace has been really good in this series the last couple of games. I think they're going to deploy him once again. 14.5 PRA just feels way too low. He hit this in the last game without Williams with 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. He's hit this in back-to-back games with pretty similar numbers in both games. No Mitchell as well, obviously, like I mentioned. I think McCain obviously can get out and do the same thing again offensively if you want to go back to him. But I like what Cason Wallace does on the defensive end, which is going to be a reason why Daigneault can trust him out there even more. Rebounds, some assists, some facilitating, knocking down some open shots. The 14.5 just feels too low. I know Flo said he likes his steals. I'm sure Sook, you would probably had a gander at that with the 2+ steals. Yeah. Chad's been talking about the threes. Anyway, you want to take Cason today, I think the lines are low enough. I really like this. And I think this line will change eventually if J-Dub does get ruled out.
Yep. And I love this because everyone is all bright and shiny and wide-eyed with Jared McCain, but Cason Wallace was the 9th overall pick. This is a guy that is in the top 10 of steals on the season. They really rely on his perimeter defense, and 14.5 PRA for a Swiss Army knife kind of guy feels very comfortable. I like that one. I'm probably going to tail that.
Let's go.
Yep.
What was the other one, V, you were going to say?
No, I wasn't gonna. There's Wemby's assists. They're talking about it in chat too, because in the comments he also made, he's like, I think I need to be better about making my teammates better. And I don't know if that necessarily means he's going to now try to facilitate a ton more, but I mean, the assist line is there. You can also look at the RA. Keldon Johnson is another guy. But on the Thunder side, I was looking at what's his name? The other Jalen Williams. Like he has been hitting a couple of threes, and you know that I'm always like looking for these kind of like weird spots. His playing time has not been there. He comes out for maybe 10, 11 minutes at a time, and it's very sporadically. But I'm just thinking with no AJ Mitchell, no Jalen Williams, are they going to need some bodies at a certain point, especially if Isaiah Hartenstein does pick up maybe 1 or 2 quick fouls? I just don't know if I can get to the window on a guy like him. Every time I take the RA, it's points. Every time I take the PRA, it's just like 4 assists and 5 rebounds is what he finishes the day with. So I probably won't get there. It's just the Thunder have so many guys in this rotation. On the Spurs side, too, I loved Chef's call out on Vassell. He's been really good. He's been playing a ton of minutes, and I do think that he's got to have a better game. Nobody's talked about Fox, so I'm assuming that nobody likes anything to do with him today.
I don't think he's 100%, and he's one bad ankle twist away from not playing the rest of the game. So I don't like betting on guys like that in these situations.
Yeah.
That's not like LeBron or, big-time huge players. Like, I just can't.
Just real quick, because it's in chat, and I've been thinking about this, and I took it last game in a parlay, and it was what sold my parlay. But Caruso's points is still 10.5 on most books.
I looked at this last night, Sick.
What do you think?
I don't like it.
The under or the over, I mean?
I don't like the over. His shot volume has taken a complete and total nosedive. He took 11 threes in game 1. I think he took like 7 or 8 in game 2. He only took like 4 or 5 in game 3. It's going this direction. And I think that we see something similar. Like he way outplayed his skates in the last couple of games.
And if they do make the adjustments that we think they should, he might not be getting as many open shots.
Yeah.
If anything, I'd take the PRA because he's going to be out there, for his defense and rebounding. If you really want to take something with old Elmer Fudd, but I looked at it because I had the same thought. I was like, is it the same line? And then I was looking deeper at like shot volume and things like that, and it makes sense that they keep setting it at that line because it's the Mikal Bridges conversation. Now, Mikal Bridges has been spectacular for the Knicks. It's exactly the same thing. His PRA was free yesterday. But again, eventually, Mikal Bridges is not going to shoot 60% in a game, every single game for like 12 games in a row. Like it's not sustainable.
The Knicks have the highest true shooting percentage right now in the entire association's history in the playoffs.
Magnet ball. I'm convinced. Like I was not a believer in magnet ball, but I'm a believer in magnet ball.
Holy cope. Going back to Jalen Williams because I want to throw you this because I'm sure. Did you look at his threes? 2+ is plus 200.
I did.
6 attempts in back-to-back games. Hit 5 obviously last game. 2+ for plus 200. Sauce, man. Come on now.
And we talked about this. He's a guy that takes like 70% of his shots from beyond the arc. That's an insane stat.
He's one of my more frustrating dudes on this team too. The way he plays, but
Luke Cornett.
Is there a guy? SPJ, just derail us for one second.
Casey Wallace.
Okay, you knew where I was going with this.
Yep.
Casey's the one guy. He's the one guy.
I like Wiggins too. He's on. He's okay. McCain's fine. McCain's fine. Everyone else,
dude. The Luke Cornett minutes have been absolutely abysmal. I don't know if you guys have seen the stats, but like it's in limited minutes to be that bad. It's really, really bad. And I don't even understand what you do in that situation because obviously Wemby needs a little bit of a breather, but you can't go small really. I don't understand what you do or how you can fix this because this seems to be a huge, huge crater in terms of like just production when you put Cornett out there. So what do?
You can't do anything. He's unplayable.
I think you bench him. I don't think you play him anymore.
But who plays then?
Just go small.
Carter Bryant and you go small. Yeah, I agree with SPJ.
I'm so interested to see what Mitch Johnson does today, man. I'm gonna just be watching his adjustments.
Why don't you throw fucking Kelly Olynyk out there to just get some 10 minutes of fouls?
Somebody's gonna get injured. Somebody's gonna
punch somebody in the mouth. No, I think the only thing you can't, because it's gotten to the point now, and Mitch Johnson is obviously smart enough, and that coaching staff is smart enough, like you said, V, that it is well documented that Luke Cornett's minutes have been a ginormous issue for this team, which has not been the case. I mean, they were calling him the best backup center in the NBA leading into this series. I just think
you get a lot of hype when you come off the Celtics.
Yeah.
Just
All
saying.
the Knicks love chat. They had to throw in the green.
We
in
had
there.
to one.
Get it in there. One in there. I think you have to bench him. I don't think you can play him. I think you have to just like I said, play Carter Bryant, go small, and just let Wemby get his 2 to 3 minutes of rest, get some oxygen, and then get straight back out there, big dog.
It's not like the other J-Dub is ginormous. Carter
No.
Bryant should be able to handle him. He's got an incredible 40-inch vertical. Like,
Well, and
let's see.
Hartenstein and Chet are obviously both 7-footers, but like they play like they're about 6'7". Like neither one of those guys play like they're 7-footers. Yeah, exactly. Is Chet gonna have a good game eventually? What do you guys think? Is today
How
the
far
day?
are we from Hump Day?
Far. About as far as you can be. We are dead in the middle of the Hump Day week, right in the smack dab middle.
Oh.
So
No, I ain't touching Chet, but though I'll go into the one prop that I am taking. It's Shea. You can get the 37.5 PA for probably plus money. I know everyone's talking about the assists at 7.5. I think that might be a comfortable look as well. But I think this kind of protects you whether he goes off scoring or he continues to get double-digit assists. And like we just talked about, that was a perfect segue into this. Like, I don't know how the Spurs are going to try to handle him today. So this feels like the safest bet for me. It's the one bet that I did take. So I'm going with SGA, the Canadian GOAT, 36.5 PA. Do what Shaggy Bets always says, shop around because you can get the 37.5 for plus money.
I like it.
I do too,
Like I
man.
said, I mean,
The parlay from the other day that we had on Friday, right? Like, I obviously don't want to get that chalky. Maybe a Case and Wallace prop instead of something else. But, dude, it felt like that. It should have hit that day. It would just, I don't know. It feels like
Just
it's going
run
to
it
be one of
back.
those games today. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do SGA. PA. I like your PA angle.
Thank you.
36.5. Okay. Let's do. You guys do with the over for the game?
I like that, yeah.
Okay. Over. Wemby. PRA.
Sure, yeah.
Straight back. 42.5. And then, are you guys cool with Kaysen Wallace?
Love it.
PRA.
Do we want to do another Spurs prop or should we just leave it at 4?
4 is comfy.
4 is comfy. The only one I was going to say is Vassell, but I'm down to just leave it off.
Why can't I do? Oh, it's not letting me do this. Hang on.
And Wemby PRA, you said, right?
I mean, we can talk about Wemby if you guys want. I know V said the PR. Chat likes the assist. I like that angle. I think that it's got to be a Wemby day, right?
Yeah, I love the assists. I've always said this. Like, that's how you unlock him. And like, look at Cat. Shot attempts, cratered, assists way up, team going bonkers. Sometimes it's like the least expected thing that kind of unlocks you. And Wemby's still a shot guard, so maybe his assists kind of unlock him.
I
Should we
can't
take the assist?
Nah, I think he scores.
Yeah,
Me
take
too.
it all.
PR.
I can't take the PA for SGA. You guys just down to take the points?
I
Yeah.
am. Do you want to take PRA? Or is that probably
Sure.
adding in the rebounds for no reason? So
No, we can add the boards, right?
41.5.
or is that too high now?
No.
Yeah.
41.5. And then Kaysen Wallace. What was the fourth leg?
Wemby PRA.
Oh,
I thought.
the over.
The over, yeah.
Chat wants to add Vassell, and Chef really liked Vassell. Do you guys want to make it a 5-legger?
I'm down to throw Vassell in there. We could even take out the over and take Vassell. But I'm also down to just leave the over in there too, because everything's going over.
It's just all going over. What do you guys want to do with Vassell? Threes, points, PR? I can only do PRA or points.
I
Or
kind of lean
threes.
points. 13.5 feels low.
Yeah.
Or threes. He hit 3 threes again last game.
The line's 3 again.
Mm-hmm. Minus 115.
I think I like the points a little bit more. Because if he does hit 3 threes, he'll be right there close.
Yeah. You can get to the cup, free throw line.
Mhm.
All right, 13.5. Yeah, without the over, it actually gets it up to over 1,000 plus 1,000. So that's fine. So Wemby for 42.5 PRA, Kaysen Wallace 14.5 PRA, SGA 42.5 PRA or 41.5 PRA, Vassell 13.5 points plus 1,000.
Let's go.
Game 4.
Game 4,
Game
baby.
4.
Feels good.
Let's go. Yes. Also, what's up, Nationwide Prod? Appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for the comment. Indeed, we talked about this. We shall see. SGA maybe score some points tonight, but we put the PRA in the parlay. The assist looks nice as well if you want to go that direction.
Yep.
Thanks for the comment. All right, good stuff, boys.
This feels nice, boys. This feels really nice.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Thank you, Ghost. Thank you. Indeed. Could you imagine if that was my life?
His treehouse with his.
Jeez. Sauce man. Sauce man reads out loud.
Yeah, let's read comment out loud. That sounds good.
Yeah, the one that Sook didn't bring up. Let's read that one out loud, right?
Honestly, half the stuff Ghost says is so funny, and then I just can't bring it up because it will derail us.
It will 100% derail us.
Just read with the eyeballs. Chat, we appreciate you guys tuning in for the All Sauce team today. Hope you guys enjoyed the hour before us as well on the dub right here on the Betting News Network. Boys, have a great Sunday. Have a great saucy Sunday. And enjoy this game tonight. It's going to be fun. We'll be back with you guys live tomorrow morning. Happy Memorial Day weekend. It's Memorial Day tomorrow. No morning spread in the morning. No any given wagers. So you only have Betspresso tomorrow in the evening time to celebrate Memorial Day. Mr. Sook, myself, and DB will be live with you guys. No Sauce Man tomorrow. And we will get after it with you guys tomorrow for Memorial Day. So have a great holiday weekend. You guys got any fun? Are you doing the rest of the day today before we get out of here?
I don't know. Ghost is apparently dropping my activities in chat right now.
Where's Kanika? Kanika, is that happening?
No, god damn it, no. End the show.
End the show.
What the hell?
You guys came to winners. You stayed for the vibes. Have a fantastic day. Enjoy game 4 tonight. We'll catch you guys. Please, Spurs, can we get a best of 3? Can we just tie this?
OKC.
Okay, so you can't jump around.
You said you wanted to have another, another.
I've had enough of him. Back and forth. All right, we want game 4, Sook. Okay.
We want 7. We want 7. You guys came to winners to stay for the vibes. So a great Sunday. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Take it easy, chat.
What you know about rolling down in the down in the now I know y'all be loving this shit right here. Rolling. What you gonna do? Rolling. What you gonna do? Down in the rolling. What you gonna do? Right, y'all be loving this shit. What you know about